Hey, everybody. What? Hey, everybody. We're here. We're live. Excited for some disco and gay thoughts, as I usually am. Hello, everybody. I think we're really close to the end. I'm not gonna promise that we're gonna push to the end of this episode because I actually don't know how far from the end we are, and I don't want to say I'm gonna play until the end and then end up having to play for 8 hours or something like that. That doesn't sound like how I want to spend all of my Saturday, but I think we're gonna try. Maybe I might aim for like no more than 3 hours. If we can't get this done in 3 hours, then it needs to be another episode, but we'll see. We'll see. Let me think about all of the calls I've made in this game have been just the worst. So let's see how this goes. Vaporize, thank you for re-upping. Welcome to Living Club. A tart but lovely club to be in. And Nice Nail, congrats on playing Hades for the first time in 3 months. All right, let's make a phone call. Yeah, that's fair and smart and a good thing to do, Kim. Claire, thank you for re-upping your subscribe as well. Thank you. Happy Saturday, everybody. An exciting day. Let's see what this call is going to be like. Calling. Someone picks up. The voice on the other end is slightly hysterical. Ooh. God, here's just another... Oh, is the game really quiet? Let me... Oh, it looks like there's no game audios being picked up, so let me fuss with my options real quick. There we go. Okay, you should be able to hear it now. God, I'm so sad you guys missed him saying calling, still calling. Okay. So this guy's saying, I'll get you your money, all right? I just need till tonight. Let me work. We could all be a bit kinder to each other, don't you think? Consider your debt paid, my friend.
My debt? I don't fucking owe you. It's... Who is... never mind. I don't have time for this.
Disconnect tone.
Are we about done with this now?
Lieutenant has taken a few steps back. Okay, yeah, no, you're right, Kim. You're right. You're so right. I said I was gonna finish this game today, and here I am making weird prank calls to strangers on the internet. Or, on the payphone. Okay. So, let me think about what we need to do. First of all, let's check on our gay thought. 1 hour and 19 minutes until we mature that. Pretty excited about whatever that is. I think the ravers need more time to set up the nightclub. So I think we just have to work on this washerwoman. Yeah, generally, Jenna, we're ass out, tool in hand. Really repping some kind of look. Oh yeah, these guys, actually, maybe we can just go, let's just go into the church and see if they finally set up. Oh, that's right, I could just read that weird Nordic hero book and elevate it there. Hello, hi, I'm Elliot. I'm good, how are you? Oh yeah, this looks like a club, y'all.
Yeah, it's all set up, man. Can you already imagine 1,000 people in here? 10,000.
No, Andre, this is not gonna be how this works. He waves his hand in an unbelievably lame, non-hardcore manner.
Ecstatic vibrations, totally transcendent. And I've finished setting up the new compressor too.
Yeah. He looks at the imposing black box in the corner that's churning out sound. Punch Frog, thank you for re-upping your subscribe. Maybe Final Ep. I'm pushing for Final Ep. I think we can get Final Ep this ep.
Now the only thing left to do is the name of the club. Will you do the honours, detective?
Oh. Interesting. Oh. God, who... I could come up with a name or I could ask somebody else. I do want to know what Kim thinks the name of this club should be.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't build a club, and I wouldn't name it either.
Kimball!
An underground place with no name? Sounds like something the Crabman would say.
We're not going with anything the Crabman would say.
Ah, Estelle is right.
Why not? The Crabman has ideas, Estelle. Ideas from another level of consciousness.
I don't care. I don't like the Crabman, and I don't like his ideas. His ideas are spooky. Next, please.
Ah. All right, Estelle, what would you name it?
How about something simple? Like the club?
Pretty boring.
Too modern. And too ironic. We don't want ironic. We want real. Real and true and beautiful. Like a morning after the rave.
Ah. Yeah, extreme chav energy. Egghead, you take us home. Egghead, what should we name this place?
Yakokata! Yakokata! The place to be!
Yekokata is a great name for a club.
Yeko Qatar, the zone of ecological catastrophe. That's too morbid, Egg.
Aw,
Got anything else?
okay.
Hardcore! Hardcore to the mega!
Hardcore to the mega!
No, it has to be bigger than hardcore.
Oh.
Yes, it has to be even bigger than hardcore to the mega. It has to be bigger than the scene.
Alright, okay. Wait, yeah, Suna, what do you think?
I don't.
Oh, Suna.
Good. We have too many opinions anyway.
I'm not asking your opinion, Noid, I'm sorry. I think I've come up with a name.
You have? Well, what's the name?
We can name it Disco Elysium. Fuck yeah! Gang, it's the name of the game. We did it. It's the naming moment. We have to name it. I mean, it just has to be that. It has to be Disco Elysium, obviously.
Like that DeLorean word for the world, you mean? Elysium.
Oh my god, game.
But Disco Elysium? Isn't it wacky? Disco's kind of gone, isn't it? Forgotten.
No.
The past is the future, but the future is dead.
Hardcore!
No, it's beautiful. Beautiful and brave. Like
Yeah.
you want it to be.
And short. And memorable.
Yes. Yeah.
It's settled then. Everyone welcome to Disco Elysium.
Ha ha! A light beam washes over the dance floor, bathing it in a violet blue.
Andre breaks into frenzied dance-like motion to celebrate the name. Someone turns up the beat.
What are you doing, Andre?
I'm dancing.
He performs yet another strange pattern of moves, but it doesn't look very cool or modern. Honestly, it looks kinda lame.
That soft core gyrating is supposed to be dancing.
We should talk about it. We should talk about your so-called dancing.
Yes, my man.
He jumps up and down with glee, his moves punctuated by the stroboscopic flash of the club lights. Yeah, Peter, big river dance energy.
Talk? What is there to talk about if you can express yourself with moves?
I really hope my character has a dance animation.
Audio waves thump against your ribcage. The speaker setup makes everything sound much better. But the beat is still so weak.
I never finished the Egghead Pump Up the Jams quest. It said it would take a while, so I don't know if that's gonna happen. Impossible, huh? Dance Fever incoming, found the melody. I can retry this, so I don't see why I shouldn't just do this.
You close your eyes and dream of the shapes your body should form to bring this strange music into life. For now, such ferocity of motion is beyond you.
Okay. I'm low on morale, and I don't have anything to replenish my morale. I feel like my health bar versus my morale bar really paints a picture of how I'm playing this game.
But just imagine the moves you could pull to this futuristic beat.
Limbic system.
Puts a grin on your face just to think about it. Even a failed attempt gets the juices flowing and repairs some of the damage done by battles lost. If you up the dose and truly dance, who knows what will happen?
Okay, well, I'm glad
Goodbye,
that healed
officer.
me a little bit. God, yeah, I guess I finished that quest. A prayer book has been left open. Excerpts from the Parakinesian Litany of Love. Let's go talk to Egghead.
DeLorean Church, the place to be! Make some noise, my church people!
Large speakers are set up behind the young man, blasting a familiar song.
Vibrations thump through your blue soul. The music sounds much better in the church. A hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Gislain, tangled in its branches, something bronze flutters in the wind.
Oh, that's the tape that I found.
He stands on stage behind a table, nodding along to the music and waving his hand in the air. In front of him, the audio mixer, one reel spinning. The other reel deck is empty. Cables run hither and thither. On one side, you see an auxiliary line in with the number 4.5 written next to it.
How do you like the church, Egghead?
Yeah! Back on the case! No disgrace! Bring it down to party place!
Great, Egghead.
The first page of the second chapter!
His voice echoes all around the Grand Hall.
Could it be? Maybe for him, you only have a chapter or two left in you. Last of the penultimate, more like.
I got one piece of the song. Make Van Eyck's jam harder core, help Egghead with the beat. This may take a while. So I got him that magnetic tape, which pumped it up. But it seems there's still more left to do on his quest, but I don't really know what it is. And also,
Yes,
we're
what is
gonna
it?
finish. We're gonna finish the game. He's got everything he needs. I can't take him any further. How's the project going? I see that your neighbors have moved in, but all I hear is anodic dance music.
What? What did you say?
Hi, Night Coffee. You can barely hear her over the thumping bass of anodic dance music. I said, how's the project going?
I can't hear you. The music is too loud.
The project! How's it going?
Oh, the project. It's not going well.
Why?
There's that guy. I need him to plug a 3.5 cable into the auxiliary input so that I can route the audio signal through the mixer into the speakers.
Why don't you just ask
He
him?
doesn't listen to me. He only ever seems to care about hardcore and yekokata. A place to be, apparently.
I'll speak to him, see what I can do.
Thanks. Maybe you can get through his magic rhymes.
She does jazz hands to mock him.
Let me know how it goes.
Okay, bye, Suna. Kim, is this good? Are you enjoying this, Kim?
Good morning! Yeah! Hardcore!
The words echo magnificently through the nave. Hey, can you please route Suna's signal through your speakers?
To the mega! Yeah! I can route it through auxiliary! What kind of a cable does she use? 3.5 or 4.5?
It's 3.5, no doubt about it. It's on the ground.
Oh, she uses 3.5. Yeah. The auxiliary lining is 4.5 millimeter. These two don't mix.
Oh no, we're going to be in this church forever.
Kim.
Don't worry, I have an adapter for it right here.
He searches for the cable on the ground, picks it up, looking at the jack.
Hang on, this is a 4.5. We're all good, people!
With a grin, he sticks the plug in the auxiliary line in. You hear a satisfying click.
Whoa, thank God. Adapters noticeably degrade the sound quality.
Great! Someone got through to him. Okay, let's get it all set up. Can we turn the music off, please?
Egg, the music.
Everybody! Everybody! Don't panic! I'm going to turn off the on-off for just a sec.
Don't
for
panic.
a special scheduled event.
Don't panic, everybody. Everybody, hey, don't panic.
The on disco will be back, but we're doing something else for one moment. All right, go tell her that Egghead is ready to rave to her tunes, and then I'll turn off the music.
Everybody keep it together. Don't panic. The Arno is going to stop for one
Yes,
moment.
what is it?
All right, I talked to Egghead. He was 3 feet away, but you just didn't go over and talk to him, and that's fine. He plugged in the cable, and you can now unmute your speakers.
Okay, but think you can ask him to turn the volume down a bit? Just in case.
Generally, Jenna, yes. That's exactly what Egghead's doing. He's telling us not to panic at the disco. Hardcore. Shouts Egghead, a great smile still adorning his face, larger than a red dwarf star.
Maximum is the only way!
I know it is, but could you please turn it down just this instance? Just this one time? Maximum is not the only way, okay?
Okay.
Pump it to the brick! Pump it to the hard master! There's no other way! Glue style!
Glue style? Okay, there literally is no other way. The mixing desk is glued to maximum.
See? He pumps it to the hard master. It's hopeless.
I think what Egghead is trying to say here is that the volume button is stuck on maximum.
Of course it is.
She shrugs, consigned to her fate.
Yeah! Permanent enlightenment! Ray of sound!
Never mind then. Let's get on with our project. I'm going to unmute the speakers on a count of 5.
Yeah.
Everyone ready?
Yeah.
Egghead pumps his hand up in the air, waiting for the beat to drop.
Born ready.
Ready.
I'm ready if you two are detectives.
Yeah.
The lieutenant nods stoically.
That's right, Kim.
Not so stoically, his hand moves to the gun holster.
Interesting. Hold on for a moment. What are you doing, Kim?
What?
No, never mind. Let's do it. I don't care if this is dangerous. Let's do it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mute disengaged.
She lifts her hand from the keyboard. Complete silence fills the room.
No wind outside, no waves, no floorboards creaking. Total, continuous silence. This is unnatural. The woman looks around. In the silence, you see dust move on the floorboards. The driver of the speaker vibrates in the air and then stops. Plasterwork begins to crumble down the walls. In the silence, a low hum starts creeping up your spine. It's a song inside you, not in the speakers, not in the room. A great bass sigh in the basement of your mind. Slowly it builds until the air around you starts to vibrate.
It's not letting me move on. Oh, this is a known bug? I thought the game was doing something. Okay, well, I guess that's the end of the game. I can't believe this is a known bug. This feels like the worst time to have this kind of bug. Oh no. Oh no, you gang. Well, okay, thanks, I guess, for coming, everybody. I don't know, Okay, well, it's not letting me do anything is the thing. Like, it's not letting me access any menu. I think I just have to close out. This sucks. Fuck. Oh, did I do something? Wait, what button did I press? You're welcome, Night Coffee. Thanks for coming, everybody. Oh, did I do it? Oh, no, I just hid that. Okay, well, I'm gonna hard shut down the game. And we'll just do one more go on this one. Oh god, are we just gonna have all those conversations again? Game? That seems like a pretty bad bug. if I'm gonna lay it out for y'all. Here's the thing, I'm already playing windowed so that I can see chat. Boy, yeah, Princess Undercut, that's a great question. I don't think it is. Let me lower the resolution. Fucking fantastic. Ah! Okay. Okay. God, what do we have to do? All right, let's talk through. Let's rename this.
Yeah, ecstatic vibrations. Totally now the only thing left to do is the name of the club. You have? Like that.
But this
The past.
No, it's beautiful. And
is settled then.
Andre breaks
I'm done.
that soft
yes, my man.
talk. Audio waves thump
Oh, I get
against
another
your
chance to do
ribcage.
this dance.
The
I bet I
speaker
fail
setup
it
makes everything
again.
sound much better, but the beat is still so weak.
Yeah.
You close your eyes and dream of the
But just imagine.
puts a grin on your face just to think.
Goodbye, officer.
Okay, and then talk to Suna.
Yes, what is it? What? I can't hear you! Oh, there's that guy! I need him to plug a 3.5
maybe the
cable
dancing
into
will summon
the
a cryptid.
auxiliary input, so he doesn't listen to me! Thanks! Let me know how it goes!
Hey, dude.
Delirium.
Vibration, a hawthorn tree. He stands on stage, the other real deck.
To the med. Oh,
Oh no.
don't worry. Hang on.
It'll be fine,
Whoa,
Kim.
thank
We're definitely not
Someone got through
Groundhog's
to
Day it right now.
Everybody, the Arno will be back. Yeah, the first.
Could it be?
Okay, let's go ahead and save Rooney.
Yes, what is it? Okay, but
Maxim,
I know.
pump it.
Glue style.
See? Of course it is.
Yeah.
Never mind then.
Egghead pumps his hand up in the air.
Born ready.
I'm ready if you two are detectives.
The lieutenant nods stoically. Not so stoically.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mute dissing.
No wind out. The woman looks around. In the silence, a low hum starts creeping up your spine. It's a song inside you, not in the speakers, not in the room. A great bass sigh in the basement of your mind. Slowly it builds until the air around you starts to vibrate.
Game? I swan to John. Aye! Okay, it did it. Alright, I think we're in the clear. Whew.
It's out there now, in the world, made manifest. It will devour everything.
Guys, what's going on?
Wait, did the subtitles say Game Ice Wanda John? Because actually I love that. I Wanda John. There's an alarm in the man's voice as he steps back to scan the surroundings. A slight rattle like crystal clattering in the cupboards fills the air, joining the chorus.
It's getting louder.
Says Noid, his eyes riveted on the strange circle of water basins.
In the basins, the water looks like it's boiling.
Hosiana! Mother of Mega!
Oceana! You hear Egghead yell. Then something else, but his voice is growing faint. Hey, what's that weird rattling sound?
The beauty and the beat! The future of dance! Planetary!
Planetary!
No, Egg! It's the window!
Uh-oh, the glass shards around Dolores Day's vacant heart appear to be vibrating from the sound. It almost looks as if she's alive.
In the corner of your eye, the lieutenant steps aside, cautiously, his eyes searching for a possible evacuation route.
The window is going to come down. No, the roof!
She looks up. A screeching fills the air, a scream of wood and nails. The pillar of the church twists and creak above you and around you.
Cracks appear on the stained glass window. Cracks run up the wooden pillars in the dark.
Come down to us! Love!
Egghead.
Below it, all the bass grows, like the jaws of a giant compressor gnawing on metal and wood. It does not sound benevolent at all. It's shaking the building's foundation. The floor twists. A great pulse arises in your flesh.
That's it. I'm muting it.
Oh, God. Should I dance? Should I tell her to stop? No, I want to keep going. I want to dance with somebody. Ooh.
Oh! I want to feel the heat with somebody!
Yes! I want to dance with somebody. With somebody I love.
Shit! It doesn't stop. A seal? Have you?
Yes, I've turned it off. Andre, pull the compressor. The place is gonna come down.
Fuck! I can't shut it up. The signal's passed. It's not in here. It's...
This is it. A great roar. The vault of the roof twists above you. Glass shatters somewhere near the door. It's coming down.
I mean, don't stop, right? He can't stop, right? We have to keep going, right? We're going. I'm sorry. Egghead, whatever you do, don't stop it.
But then it stops. Totally and utterly. As if there never was a sound. Only your ears still ring from the shock. Everybody is staring at Egghead, holding a dangling cable in his hand. A black 3-pin connector.
Egghead, not hardcore.
Egg.
I pulled the plug. It was getting too hardcore.
Egghead!
You did good, Egg. Most of the place seems to be intact. Fucking hell. Programmer lady, tell me you were recording that.
4 years. 22 people. Millions of reals. All that time? This is what we were up against. Just erased it. Suliswolf isn't gonna believe this.
Yeah, but did you record it though? It was dope. I think we can use it.
No.
Yes, Andre. I recorded it. Damn, I need to send some letters now. Thank you all for doing this. Eggman,
Oh.
you too.
Oh.
And you, officer. I don't know what we've discovered, but I know what it sounds like now. That's a start.
Wow. What was that? I've never heard anything like it.
It was mathematical information from the anomaly, presented as a waveform. That's what it was technically. Theoretically,
She shakes her head.
I have no idea. I've never even heard of anything like this.
A voice seems muffled in the silent church. It's your ears adjusting after the exposure.
Kim, did you hear that?
It was very hard not to. I think you're right. There is something going on here. And you need to be very careful with it.
Nah.
I promise, officer. We will not play it again.
You're gonna write Sulislaw?
Yes, our lead designer. And maybe some of the producers too. And some of the writers. If they're sober enough to open a transmission. They need to hear. They need to hear about this.
Don't worry, I won't send the recording. Although I doubt they have the speakers to produce the frequency anyway.
What happens now? Are you going to...
Stay here. I'm going to stay here with these lunatics. Send letters, maybe meet Suliswolf. Also devise further measurements.
Yeah!
I want you to know that's totally chill with us.
Oh, of course it is, Andre. Come on.
I don't care.
Ah.
But thank you anyway.
Ah!
Now, I have a theory to come up with. Some kind of preliminary explanation to all this. Or the letter will sound like I've lost my mind.
I like Suna.
Yes, and we have to get back to stabilizing Martinez. Instead of demolishing it with loud bass noise of unknown origins.
Demolishing it.
Some tiny hard thing lets go in your stomach. You're still alive. Yeah. You don't know enough about the world. But that Joyce, if you knew all she knows, could put it together.
Form a theory about the 2mm hole in the world. A very, very low check. I get a bonus for having heard of the doomed commercial area and for investigating it, but a -10 because pale unknown. I mean, we just gotta roll it and see, but it's not looking good. -10 for pale unknown?
All you hear is silence in your head.
Well, that's fair. Okay, let's go ahead and save again, and I'm going to restore the resolution, because this is bad for me to look at. Okay, let me adjust the stream. There we go. Okay. We're back. We're playing the game now. We're in it. Well, golly, okay. I just got I've got 2 skill points banked. 40 minutes left on this gay thought. I feel like, I don't know if I want to start maturing another thought. Although, the Litany of Contact Mike is only 15 minutes, so I guess there's no reason not to. It's time once again to return to the 20 things you like to say about Contact Mike, the boxer who is apparently a paragon of open competition. It really doesn't get any better than this. Any better. Both inside and outside the ring. Stop. Point at someone. Someone in the distance. Point your finger at him. He will point his finger back at you, vaulting an impossible gulf of finance and privilege too? Okay, well, let's... are there any other thoughts that are pretty short? One more door... Oh, this is the one that I hated because I couldn't open that secret door. I think most of the other these are pretty long. This would actually progress the Egghead story, actually. So maybe I want to do this. The question won't leave you. Why did the melody line from a broken and discarded tape fit perfectly into a song played by some speed freaks in a frozen tent? Can it be a coincidence? Maybe it's the hand of the man-machine himself in his attempt to craft a perfect song. Maybe Egghead is actually Arno van Eyck in disguise? Ike? Egg? Yeah, let's do this one. This one seems great. I guess there's no reason I couldn't also do one more door. I've got 1 extra point, but I feel like I should keep it. Because I feel like we're gonna come against some checks that are going to be pretty beefy that we're going to want to do good at. Or we're going to want to retry immediately. So I'm going to keep the other one for now. Yeah, generally, Jenna, that's kind of where I'm at. I want to be gay and befriend Egghead. And that's just the life that I want for myself in this game. Okay. Alright, let's go back and talk to the washerwoman. So I was trying to find... which shack is hers, because I want to search it in order to find evidence of Ruby, who is our suspect that we're trying to track down. Oh, hello. I can click you. What do you do? Ah! Well, then, in which case, we are very close, generally, Jenna. Game, I just need you to let me interact with this thing. I don't know why you're being so persnickety. A book. A primer for small kids. Okay. textbook for first grade in primary school. On the cover, a humanoid teddy bear is pushing a wheelbarrow full of letters. He is not doing a good job. The letter S dangerously dangles from the cart, while E fell off a long time ago. Children should pay more attention.
You
Can I
hold
interact
in your
with
hand
this?
the colorful primer. The title reads, A Primer for Small Kids.
Ah,
There's a bear
okay.
involved.
There's a bear involved. Flip through the pages.
Every page has one word designating one letter of the alphabet with a faded illustration. Most of them are scientific and cultural principles. It goes as follows. A is for azimuth. B is for Boreas. C is for cosine. D is for diamite. E is for ellipse. F is for phlogiston. G is for gamete.
I don't know why I did this. We are trying to solve a murder. I don't know why I've done this.
H is for homeboy. I is for econ.
H is for
J
homeboy.
is for Eura. K is for collapse. L is for laudanum. M is for myriad. N is for nadir. O is for aureole. P is for perihelion. Q is for quasar. R is for rhododendron. S is for sinus. T is for tricolor. U is for ultra. V is for vector. W is for Wahrheit. X is for xylophone. Y is for Ustava. Z is for zenith.
Z is for zenith.
That's it. You know the alphabet now.
Great. In what is called the IL, the international language developed by scientists from God in the 20s. Sinus means sign, for example. Kim, I know the alphabet now. Are you proud of me?
Good. I also know the alphabet.
Okay. We both know the alphabet. Great. I feel great about it.
A policeman. What can our village do for you?
Where could someone stay around here?
Stay? Most people here are trying to leave. That said, if lodgings is what you're looking for,
Oh, great.
I've got a free room in the shack.
Oh, yeah. I am trying to break into your shack, so that would be great if you could just let me in. How much
I
is it?
won't charge you for it.
Oh,
Take
no.
it as a gesture of goodwill from the village to the RCM.
I feel so bad about breaking into this lady's apartment now that she's letting me in for free. Wait, hold on. You're just giving it to me?
No one is using it, and God knows it's not much anyway. You can stay there.
Okay, thank you.
Don't make an old woman regret opening her house to the police.
Oh no. A key appears from under her apron. She hands it to you.
Well, if you are not in the hostel in the morning, I'll know where to find you. Here, in a shack.
Oh wow, I get a +1 to this check because she trusts the tenant. I don't think I need to complete Everett's quest to complete the game, so I'm just not, because I feel very bad for this nice
The
lady.
door has seen better days. The layer of paint has started to peel off due to the salt and wind from the sea. Even the lock looks slightly rusted.
Unlock the shack door with the key.
I'll wait outside to give you some time and privacy to check out your new living arrangement and look for any signs of Ruby. But just so you know,
You don't want to come in, Kim?
after we are done with the day, I'll still be staying in the Whirling in Rags for the night. We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning.
Okay, that's assuming you're not spending the night in my shack.
The key turns with a satisfying click. You can enter the shack now.
Okay. Hello, hello, hello. Things to click on. New places. You see the waves, the sea, the church. Old science fiction magazines, books about bird watching, an almanac from 39. And the intricate heat engine hums quietly, giving out pleasant warmth. The floorboards creak under your step. Using a thermodynamic expander condenser cycle. Nice.
A brisk coastal wind still howls against the window of the shack. Occasionally, the waves crawl in under the foundation, producing a low hum.
SIBO, well, I think if you're Starfriend from the beginning, it's scrutable for sure. I think it walks you through the game pretty well. I think it's worth just diving into. You'll definitely figure out what you're doing.
The room feels muffled, like you pulled your hat over your ears. Outside, it is cold and windy, but you're inside, and it feels safe and warm.
What is this place to you?
Is that the voice of Shivers? What the fuck is that? What? That was so startling. That voice, for some reason, was extra startling. Possible resting spot for my fugitive is what it is.
Waves crash onto the beach, drowning the reeds. Far to the south, a congregation gathers to a soup kitchen in a shelter for the homeless. An old woman gives out knitted scarves for free.
Aww.
Far to the southeast, 2 men and a woman dress themselves in ceramic armor. A shortwave radio hisses on the windowsill. One makes a salute, the other downs a drink. Weapons under the bed. A middle-aged man stands in a rundown shack on the edge of a fishing village.
That's me.
Nothing nods. No one salutes him. No sight of the fugitive.
Thank you, strange sensation, for a fair assessment of the current situation.
Outside, the howl of the wind has picked up.
Oh.
The waves crash against the stilts again. It's as if you think the thought, but in someone else's voice.
Look under the floorboards.
What the fuck?
On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it, a small hand mirror. A straight razor soaks inside the wash basin.
Kim is gonna yell at me if I come back out having been fully shaved, but I am absolutely going to shave.
Like an artist with a brush or a master swordsman, you use the small mirror and the straight razor with some soap to remove all that unkempt hair from below the noseline.
Keeping my mutton chops.
The sharp blade chafes against your skin, producing a scratching sound. The surface underneath the beard feels tender, the air brushing against it chilly.
Feel your... Oh my god, you're right. The portrait changed. Busted. Oh no. Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know if I like that at all. Oh my god. Oh god. Feel your clean-shaven cheeks.
They feel so smooth, surprisingly so. A feeling of freshness overcomes you, as if you just came from a cold bath.
Was shaving the right call?
The water reflects back a vague image of your clean-shaven face. Despite the bulbous nose, unkempt hair, and persistent swelling, you look a little younger, maybe.
Stringy Wizard, time to save scum. That would be the funniest thing to save scum for.
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see your reflection in it.
Oh, right.
The expression fixed to your clean-shaven face. You're still not accustomed to it.
Forgot about the expression. It's like the first check I did basically was to try to get the expression off my face. Didn't go super well. But let's try this electrochemistry check. I get a +1 because I shaved. It's a very low check, 3% success, but that doesn't mean I can't get it.
Still not happening. It won't come off that easy.
Okay, that's fair. Hi, Squatcha. Bye, Squatcha. Ooh. Korogev jacket. Oh, this jacket looks... Alright. This jacket looks very extra, which I'm pretty here for. Oh, yeah. Yeah. +1 logic. This swanky checker jacket flatters your form in a way that makes you feel the fun kind of serious. It has really nice, roomy pockets, too. Oh, yeah. And with the shoes, this is a look. We finally found a look, and this is it. Oh, excellent.
The bed is comforting, if a bit run down. Still, you've earned a rest.
Not according to the game. All right, let's check out these floorboards. Let's save and then check out these floorboards. Oh, the Clavson is a multi-purpose tool. We used it to open the ice chest to get stuff for Suna.
As you look at the floorboards in this corner of the shack, it's clear one of them isn't quite level with the others. The edge of a floorboard next to it looks scratched.
Move the board aside.
Hollow space underneath the floorboards is dark and damp. You can barely make out the mixture of sand and sawdust below.
Yeah, generally, Jenna, I'm just... it's gonna be like a montage, a makeover montage in a movie, where I come out, I'm like, eh? And Kim's like, But he's wrong. I look great. I mean, as long as I'm not looking at my portrait, I look great. Search through the sand and sawdust.
You stick your hand in and start combing through the sand. Dry, not like outside. Fine dust. And then something hard wrapped in paper.
What is it?
A small cylindrical object. You pull it out. A bullet. A 9mm bullet, to be exact. Fit for all muzzle loaders of that caliber.
This bullet isn't for a breech loader like the murder weapon?
The floorboard isn't interested. Maybe the washerwoman is. You have enough to confront her with. It's extra ammunition. She's locked and loaded, ready to fight some cops.
I mean, good on her. Do you think Kim will say something about my new look? Do you think if I ask him, he'll be like, wow, you shaved? Hey, Kim. What do you think?
Yes?
So, I shaved.
Yes.
Huh?
I don't know what to say. Perhaps,
I know. Stunning, right?
I'm really not sure about this turn of events. I may have preferred the mutton chops. They sort of seem to cover up the...
He stops.
Either way, good on you. You were saying?
Okay, goodbye, Kim. Thanks, Kim. Goodbye. Man. A savage reading from Kim. God.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
This poor sweet woman. Why was there a bullet under the floorboards of your shack, ma'am?
Damn that girl.
She mutters softly.
And without anger, a long and harsh life has taught her not to buckle under pressure.
A bullet?
The lieutenant turns to you and gives you a little nod, then turns to the washerwoman.
You didn't put it there, did you? She did.
Gone and hid things in there? She's usually a good tenant, and not a stupid one either.
You rented the room to her?
Yes. I let my room to that Ruby girl.
She's our main suspect right now. She speaks slowly, wringing out a rag after a long silence. Her hands move into the water bucket. Some water sloshes over the edge.
As I've done before when she's been in trouble or just looking for solitude. I've made it clear. We welcome all kinds of people here.
When was this?
She came last Friday, left on Monday in a hurry. What has she gotten herself into?
That's for the police to find out. Right then. Please answer each question to the best of your ability. I'm sure we have a few.
You said she left on Monday?
Yes, early with the dogs, around 8 o'clock, I think.
Is the room exactly as she left it?
I cleaned it, like I always do.
Was there anything else there?
No.
The truth, sire.
Thank you, drama. What is she like, Ruby?
She's good company. Knows how to talk to an old woman. At my age, you don't get a lot of quality conversation.
Aww.
So I really appreciate that about her.
Oh, I like this lady.
Did she talk to you much during her last stay?
No, she was mostly silent this time. Kept to herself.
What do you mean?
She tried not to let it show, but I could tell she hadn't come to fish. Usually she likes to cast a few lines, but this time she mostly stayed in her room.
Why do you think she left the bullet there?
How would I know? She's a gruff one, but not violent. She doesn't go around toting a gun.
She looks back towards her shack, thinking. Where did she go?
I don't know. Further up the coast. She tried to leave quietly, but the hinges on that door screeched like a cat in heat. Woke me up. I heard her rushing in those heavy boots, heading up north.
It's a peninsula. She might be trapped.
You'll never find her, you know. She knows the coast like the back of her hand. You only just arrived.
I wouldn't worry about that, ma'am. We are persistent.
The gay thought is imminent, gang. As soon as this conversation ends, I think we'll have it. But the place is huge. She's a needle in a haystack.
Yes, it's going to be too much work for you to find her.
Ah.
Better for you to stay here. Get a nice cozy fire going in the heater.
I'm afraid that's not an option.
The Feld electric mural. You feel like you should go look at it again. Step closer this time.
Interesting.
One thing, officer. If you do find her, please go easy on her.
Hey, Beard Zach! Giving up on playing this game soon. More interested in watching Jenna and the Gay. Thank you for re-upping your subscription.
She's a good girl. Whatever she's gotten herself mixed up in.
Gay thought imminent. I'm so excited. Oh, I can't say. We just have to go with it.
Homosexual underground.
Yeah! Thought complete. We did it!
Maybe you should stop obsessing about your own and other people's sexuality.
Nah.
Feels like it's about time to do that. You thought about this for 8 hours? Not only should you stop, you should tell Kim you've stopped obsessing about other people's sexuality too. I'm sure he'd appreciate it. Unless you already got him killed because you were obsessing about your sexuality. There's no way of telling from within your brain. But for your own sake, please say you didn't.
Yeah, Zach, you have perfect timing. Could not have timed that better. What does this mean? Yeah, game, what does this mean? What does it mean? Bonuses from the thought, stop obsessing about sexuality? What does that mean? Gang, what does that mean? Did we do a good job? Are we gay now? I mean, I guess it's up to us, the audience, in this instance. It just means we've stopped obsessing about our own and other people's sexuality. I don't know what that means. Yeah, let's ask Kim. Kim, am I gay?
Yes?
I have big news, Kim. Tell Kim about how you no longer obsess over your sexuality.
Okay.
I have managed to stop obsessing about my sexuality, Kim.
Great. Imagine all the time you'll have for work now. Matter of fact, we should get back to it right now.
You don't want to you don't want to talk more about my obsession with my sexuality?
Mm-hmm.
Just one more thing, though.
What?
Are you part of the homosexual underground, Kim?
You didn't stop at all, did you? You are just obsessing about other people's sexuality now.
Yeah, but,
But am I? I'll spare you another 20-hour mine project. Yes, I am. Now let's get back to work.
Kim! I'm so excited. I'm so happy. God, everything this game has been worthwhile. Kim! Yes! We stand a gay icon. Kim, yeah! I would have done that 20-hour mine project, Kim, but thank you. Fuck yeah. Yes. So happy. Okay. Hell yeah.
That's the truth.
Yeah. Okay. God, that's great. Hell yeah. I'm so delighted. Okay, well, I mean, I could honestly stop playing this game now. I got everything out of this game that I thought I could want. Yeah, that rules. Oh, man. Okay. God, what if I did turn the game off and that was just it? I mean, I feel great about that. I feel great about what we've done. Yeah, okay. Let's go look at that mural. Keep tracking down Ruby. I know it's what Kim wants more than anything. Okay, how do we get back to that mural? I know we just figured out how to do that last week. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah! Yeah! Kim was gay the whole time. Icon! Oh man, so good. God, now I'm thinking about, I don't remember who posted it. Somebody posted on Twitter, a woman who did like an interview with a news program, and she had a signed picture of, or not signed, she had a framed picture of Kim Kitsuragi in the background of the meeting. I'm thinking about that now. I get it. Ah, Chad, thank you for the gift sub. Extremely nice and cool of you. How do I get to this fucking... Can I fast travel? I don't think I have it as a fast travel option, but let me check real quick. No. For completing the game. Soon. I mean, I've done everything I need to IMO in this game, but I guess we'll try to capture the criminals or something. Do I have to go up to where the church is? The fact that the fast travel is not consistently available, which is also very confusing. Okay, fishing villages. I think I have to go up. What's the point of this game? I don't know if I have an answer to that. To play it and have a good weird time. Have a good weird morally conflicted time. Ooh, hello. I can interact with you. The beams are splintered. The bridge didn't collapse on its own. Artillery broke it. Oh, there it is. Okay, there's the... Yeah, the point of this game is to be... gay. Period, I guess. Okay.
You see a once bright mural towering above you. The signage has peeled off over the years, but you can still make out Feld Electrical R&D.
Yeah, generally, Jenna. Yeah, if it's a good game and you're playing it right.
A slogan used to intertwine with the loops a long time ago. Now, only a shadow of peeled letters remains. It says, "Tomorrow is just a whisper away."
Step closer.
Above the mural, a collapsed roof, broken windows set in walls that are cracking and will soon also fall, and the coastal breeze rustling and sighing in the remains of the edifice. Feld Electrical. How ironic. All these dark rooms.
Yeah, real ironic.
Feld Electrical. You only know them as a small company that makes ink cartridges. Looks like they used to be big.
Could Ruby be in there?
In there? She could. Or she could be in the identical room over there. Or in that boat shack. In that church tower, maybe.
Okay, Kim.
Why single out this one building?
Shivers, impossible. Listen to the wind. I get a +3 because I found the empty trap. +3, heard Lena's true story. +1, reconstructed execution. +2, established nightclub. +2, discovered the anomaly. And +3, death notification. This is an interesting list of side quest stuff. So the death notification is that I get that bonus because I talked to that woman and let her know that her husband was dead. I discovered the anomaly in the church. We just did that. I established the nightclub. We also just did that. I reconstructed the execution, which is fine. I heard Lena's true story, which is an interesting confirmation of her experience with the cryptid, and found the empty trap was when I was helping them as well. But that trap was empty because Kuno broke it out. Okay, anyways, this is a white check. Obviously, we're going to kill this. Obviously, 97% we're going to succeed, right?
Even though you're sure you succeeded, all is quiet. There is no cold hand brushing against your forehead. No rustle in the reeds. The wind has died down. The ruin in front of you is silent as a tomb.
She could be anywhere. How do we find her?
How do we? I was really hoping she'd be in the village. Okay. She's probably north of the village, and this place is a peninsula. We already scanned most of the outdoor areas on our wild cryptid hunt, so we have an understanding of the geography, at least. And then there's the church. We've already searched that and can rule it out. I know it doesn't feel like progress, but exclusion is a step too. Anyway, we do it the old-fashioned way, sector by sector. Go over the whole peninsula, ask the locals, enter the places where we can enter first, like we did in the village.
What was I even attempting to do here?
Trying to talk to the wind, the city, whatever you thought would happen, did not. And now you're just standing there with your hands fallen to your side. Is trying to talk to the city something you've done before? Is it in your secret repertoire? A trick for when you're out of ideas?
And if it fails, Kim? If we don't find her?
Then, if we're desperate, we can look where we can't enter. Bunkers, storm drainage, this place. I'm sure it won't come to that.
Like that bunker that we couldn't get into?
Walk the coast, the old boardwalk, the reeds. You can always come back here and talk to the wind again. Look where it already got you. An adventure awaits. An adventure on the windswept urban coast.
I can listen to the shivers again. I can listen to the wind again, which is interesting, but I don't think that'll do anything. Let's mature this thought.
Arno van Eyck.
Hardcore!
Okay, so Egghead is clearly not Van Eyck in disguise.
Boo.
Van Eyck is an Oranese disc jockey, but those people get around, especially in Revershaw, in the clubs on Boogie Street. Perhaps he stayed here for a short stint and discarded part of the song he was working on, just threw it away, and then it ended up in the Hawthorn tree. But why? Did he think it was retrograde? It wasn't. Perhaps he caught a glimpse of the future and did not want for it to arrive just yet. Perhaps the city whispered the top line to him, and he was frightened by it.
All Motorix white checks unlocked. I don't know if we've done any Motorix. I don't know what that is. Reveals Arno van Eyck gig posters in the world. Okay, I mean, that's cool. I don't really know what that got us, but I guess it's cool. Look for Roby at the coast. Return to Feld Museum and consult the wind if you don't know what to do. Other than that, keep searching the coast. God, I've got 2 skill points I can level up. Let's look if... Is there anything that I failed that would be interesting to try to do again? I'm not going to convince the washerwoman. I'm just not going to do it. I like that when I click on these, they're now little icons. Most of these are really difficult. I mean, I could increase my interface and try once again to get rid of the expression. So that's an option, actually. Let's save. Oh, that's right. I could increase my... Is that still an option? I don't actually see... Oh, I guess it was the was it composure? Was that the check for dancing? Oh, you think... Oh, that cursive menu point out something interesting, which is that whether or not his actual portrait will change without the expression? That might be worthwhile, actually. Gosh, look at all these skills that I've just not at all increased. So that was an interface check. Master machines, pick locks, and pockets. Is that what that was? That's a weird thing for it to be. Okay. So we're just going to... I don't know. Well, mix this up. I don't know that his portrait would change if we succeeded to get in getting the expression gone, but we shaved and it did change his portrait, as you can see. It's worse now. So I don't know if... okay. Can I just do this again? What is it going to do something
there's
different?
A sigh carried on the molecules around you, moving, flowing from high pressure to low pressure, like that of a woman emptying her lungs. She wraps the collapsing stone box in front of you in her breath, flowing through it,
Where does it go?
In through the collapsed roof, flowing down a concrete staircase to the basement, sweeping away footprints in the dust on the stairs, and then the beach below the boardwalk. Its winding tunnels, a whisper away.
Oh, I mean, there's that tunnel. I found a tunnel, I think the last time we were here.
She's down there.
Who is saying that? Who is talking? Say, I think she's down there, below the building.
Okay. Why?
I don't know if I should tell you why, Kim. Ever since I woke up, maybe even before, I've been getting these strange cold spells.
Good. Yes. Cold spells.
He seems
So
incredulous.
basically your hangover is telling you she's down there?
Yes, I can literally talk to my hangover, Kim. That's how bad it's gotten.
Right. How do we get in, though? The doors were on the collapsed side of this building. They're gone, basically.
I mean, I think we found the tube.
Finally, my time to shine.
Yeah, savoir-faire. There's a ladder next to the sign. Perhaps we can climb it, enter through the roof?
Perhaps you can climb them. We are not climbing anything. I'm 43 years old, and I plan to live to see 70.
Aw, Kim.
There has to be a way to use brute force. Climbing sounds unsafe. Brute force is safe. Look around and find something to break if the ladder fails.
I think Harry... Oh, we do know how old Harry is. But... Oh. We had a conversation. I think he's in his 50s? I think he's like 50, maybe 52. I can't remember. We do definitely... There is a definitive answer to how old he is. I just don't remember it.
An old pipe peeks out from beneath the rotten boards of the boardwalk. Could this be an alternative path into the felled building? A building like this must have multiple doors serving various functions. Perhaps a basement access.
Haha, yeah, boys are gonna have to crawl into a real tight tunnel together. A fun opportunity to get close. Come closer and look in.
Your eyes slowly begin to adjust to the darkness inside the drainage pipe. The lieutenant looks over your shoulder.
Could we... No. What's in there?
The pipe is sleek with rain.
Okay, what else?
As your eyes adjust, you see some trash. Crumpled up newspapers, cigarette butts. Someone has half-heartedly spray-painted skulls on the right side.
And?
And nothing. Broken glass from bottles thrown against the walls of the pipe. A syringe.
Could we get into the Feld building through this pipe, Kim?
Given that this isn't a martial arts thriller, it's highly unlikely, and not without risk to our health either.
Well, Kim?
However, the pipe suggests there may be an entrance to the basement around.
The lieutenant pushes aside the reeds and looks around. He means the pipe must be coming from somewhere in the
And
building.
it's right here. A maintenance door.
Excellent. He points to a rusted metal double door to the right of the pipe obscured by the reeds. Try pulling this door open. Okay. I got a high on this. +1, one more door. +1, broke into communist apartment. Okay. +1, cursed Ilamaran die. Ah?
The metal doors are heavy, and the flaking rust hurts your palms. But, together with the lieutenant, you manage to slide them open just enough to squeeze in.
Ooh, spooky specter. That's good info.
Good work.
The lieutenant
Shall
nods
we?
towards the impenetrable darkness inside. Shall we? Yeah, Kim. Let's penetrate this. Well, if this is the point of no return, then we've crossed it. I mean, I matured my gay thought, and that's really the thing I wanted most out of this game, but let's go ahead and save just in case. Okay, it looks like we can still... Oh, no? Can't we? What's happening? Did that just take me back outside? Yes, that's fine. Okay. Is there... I don't know if there's really anything else that I feel like I want to do. See, I don't think I can quite do this one yet. I don't want to give a figurine to Dolores Day, the patron saint of imperialism. I think most of this other stuff I'm fine not doing, so let's just... This is it. Let's just push on. I can talk to Joyce. I don't want to talk to Joyce. Okay. You should take out your flashlight. That's a great idea, game. I probably don't need this recycling sack anymore. This overturned table is covered in orange mildew, crawling with something. Antiquated office furniture? Last century, maybe? This collapsed nearly sealed the basement. One can barely squeeze by. Old file folders in the cart, documents silvery with mold. A series of thick, dusty panes of glass. A new jacket! Oh, this jacket doesn't look as nice. Intersolary suit jacket. I do like the rose, though. +1 suggestion, dress for the occasion. A muted brown suit jacket, preferred for the day, at the office, or an evening at a cafe. The red rose at the bottom of the left breast pocket is slowly wilting. Well, let's try it on and see how it looks. Ah! Big professor vibes. Big college professor vibes. I still love this one, though. I'm sorry. I really like this one. Ooh, serious content warning for something that can happen in the next part. Not that it necessarily will, but serious potential content warning. Okay. Thank you for the heads up. That's very important to know. Everybody who is listening to the sound of my voice or reading the captions, please be aware of an oncoming potential content warning situation. God, there was that weird little tunnel that I want to look at. In the beam of a flashlight, a crevice in the wall. All right, let's crevice. Stale fabric smell and dust. No one slept here in months, maybe years. Ooh, revolutionary hat. I mean, we can't get rid of Froggy Visor. That's a hard stance I'm taking, but we can see how this looks on. Pretty cool Ushanka. God, that's a look. God, you can even see the clean-shaven face here. Eerie. Eerie, but you know what? It's no Froggy Visor. These pots and plates are full of dust and spiderwebs. Delicious. Revolutionary propaganda on the bunk bed, ancient flyers, and brochures. The same slit window you saw from the outside.
Could this have been the killer's hideout? And this narrow window, the point of origin of the shot that killed the mercenary? This does look like an embrasure, a slit made for shooting out of.
Peek out.
Outside the window, the day is clear and as mild as can be in early spring.
Could the killer have used this as a hideout?
It's a great place to hide, certainly. But there hasn't been anyone here in ages.
Kim, I can't see the whirling in rags. The shot didn't come from here.
Indeed. No one could get a clear view. Well, at least we've been thorough. I like thorough.
Kim, I knew that about you.
A mustachioed and mutton-chopped man, amateurishly depicted, gazes at you with sad eyes. A plaque reads, K. Mazov. There is a spider web in the lower left corner of the portrait.
Yeah, I'm glad the captions are helpful. They're really much better than I thought they were going to be. They're really quite good. Except when I say something weird off script, and then it struggles. But it's pretty good. Oh yeah, this is definitely the Marx analog. Looks, Kim, it's Comrade Mazov.
Yes, I can see that. Looks like some communists were hiding out here. They left a long time ago.
The lieutenant does not seem to share your enthusiasm.
A long time ago? How long?
Half a century? This was probably part of the network of defense posts the communards built against the amphibious landing.
Snow Kitty Kira, I'm using a web-based software called Web Captioner. It's free, although they accept donations. And it's just it's really good. It was easy to set up. It was really nice. Ha! Yeah, I was convinced that these were not going to be very good captions, but I've been just pleasantly surprised at how on track they are.
I think the purpose of this bunker was to produce propaganda. It would have had radio equipment back then, but that's all been looted.
Maybe I should move in here, Kim. It seems cozy.
I won't stand in your way, but only after we're through with this case.
Could someone have stopped through here recently, Kim?
You mean like Ruby? No, I think we've stumbled on a piece of history.
Alright, let's go, Kim. I don't think there's anything in here. Let's go back and check that weird little crevasse. Because my instinct is that the rest of this game is down this weird dark corridor. So let's see if there's anything back here. Corgo! What a cutie! Oh, thank you, Beard Zach. Ooh, another postcard. The glass is covered with grime and dust. You can barely see out. Oh, we're getting stairs, huh? Alright, let's save. This might be the direction we're supposed to go, so let's just see. Stones fall. It's a long way down. The gusts of wind, the height feels dizzying. The central support beam has been destroyed by artillery fire. Is that all there is up here? Let's get as close to the edge as we can. Okay, nothing there. Okay, looks like there's just nothing up here. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. We're getting close. Boot prints in the sand. One of the soles appears more worn than the other. There's something in the air, an unnatural buzzing. The tunnel collapsed. You'll have to find another way around. It's getting louder, the buzzing sound.
There it is again, like a swarm of hornets buzzing under your scalp. A strange tingling you can almost smell.
Lieutenant, do you feel something?
No. What do you mean?
A pain, a strange tingling.
I don't feel it, but we should still be careful. There were footprints back there, and I'm pretty sure they were fresh.
Hold on, you really don't feel anything?
No, but you are the sensitive one.
Aw, Kim.
It's not a quib. The situation is dangerous.
I saw them too. Footprints with the right sole worn smooth.
Looks like our suspect. If she's in here, we need to plan our next step carefully.
Do you mean I should save before we go in here, Kim? What do you mean?
Once we detain a credible suspect, who knows what the Union and the Wild Pines will do? We'll set in motion events we have no control over.
Okay, I'll lower the game audio as well. Alright, let's see what this will do.
You will upset the balance of power in Martinez.
The deadlock between the company and the Union will destabilize.
Keep calm. Go over the whole situation in detail.
How bad do you think this could get for us, Kim?
Well, we are not responsible for what we can't predict, are we? I don't think the entire city will be razed to the ground.
He smiles in the dark.
If you can't predict it, there's nothing you could have done.
I don't want to work with either of these people. What do you think is waiting for us there, Kim?
I think I see a cavern. Maybe more cellars? I think we've been careful enough. We still have the element of surprise.
Kim whispering gives me close to ASMR.
I wouldn't be so sure. You haven't exactly been sneaking.
Or maybe not. Either way, once we go deeper, there will be no turning back.
Either way, once we go deeper, there will be no turning back. Okay, Kim's telling me this is the cutoff point, which I respect and appreciate. Yeah, exactly. Real fine mood. I love a heads up that this is it. God, is there anything else I want to do? Postcard. I don't think there's anything else. I think this is it. This is it. I said we were finishing the game, and that's what we're doing. Let's do it, gang. A concrete pipe buried in sand and dust. Ooh, some money. Ooh, some money. I mean, we won't need this anymore, probably. Oh, here's the other side of the collapse. I didn't successfully dance in the church.
Your entire body is paralyzed. Aggressive white noise fills your skull. A strange pain like you've never felt before. Through the static, you hear a woman's voice. It's like 1,000 radio stations are being blasted into your head all at once. But her words are the only ones you can make out.
I know you're feeling pretty uncomfortable right now. Don't move too much or fight it. That'll just make it worse.
Says the shadowy figure by the machine.
Can't say it's a pleasure, officer. I was really hoping not to make your acquaintance. But here we are.
As she says the word officer, you feel a spike in the agony. It sounds like the entire radio frequency range is screaming directly into your neural pathways.
Don't move too much or fight it. I'm just gonna let this wash over me.
That's an awful decision.
Oh boy.
Why would you not want to shield yourself from it? It's an entirely new type of experience. Way worse than all the previous ones.
What's happening to me?
I'm using a pale latitude compressor. You and your partner have been caught in its field.
Pale latitude compressor. Oh, it's a number station.
A pale latitude compressor is used to sort of make the pale more manageable. With a lot of these, you can force a radio signal grid on the pale, literally crunch the distance across it. Signals are relayed across a series of repeater stations fixed to buoys. Not a fun job manning those stations. All alone out there in the pale, people lose their minds in just a few years.
What? All alone out there in the pale, people lose their minds in just a few years.
So, what we are experiencing is a concentration of radio waves.
He gestured towards something with great effort.
Precisely. This is an industrial strength paraboloid. It's meant for forcing dimensions on something that doesn't have them.
What?
Needless to say, the frequencies used are out of this world. At the upper limit is the large prime number generator station. It's used specifically for pale latitude compression. That's why you may be hearing some numbers. But you might also hear, or think you're hearing, local radio chatter.
She likes telling you about the machine. Keep her talking. Look for an opportunity to break loose.
What's this goddamn pale anyway?
The pale? It's the end of the world.
How did you get your hands on this thing?
I built it myself.
She nods towards her torture device.
That's illegal. I'm guessing it's patented. But we are beyond that, aren't we?
Kim.
Oh yeah. Way beyond.
Will I stay like this forever?
No. Once I shut down the compressor, the pain will end. It may take a few minutes for you to steady yourself, though. It's a bit like waking out of a very confusing dream.
3, 4, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Have you experienced this compressor yourself?
Yeah, I stuck my head in there before using it on you. It seemed like the ethical thing to do. Can't say that I enjoyed it. The field was weaker, but I can imagine what you're going through.
This is all great, but let's talk about the man who was killed.
Yeah, let's not talk about that shit. You were hunting me and fell into my trap instead. That's all there is to say about it.
So she thinks of you as hunters, not cops, and of herself merely as prey.
Please, can you just turn it down so I could ask you something?
If you've got something really important to say, you can do it through the white noise.
You're looking for a deal on mattress.
Spiri!
Box scoring in school center. 32971047302819.
Lieutenant clutches his head, grimacing.
God damn it.
She regards you and Kim with sudden sympathy.
Fine. If you really want to talk, I can dial it down. I've also got a gun, by the way.
She steps reluctantly out of the shadows. The pain lessens.
The gun she's carrying is a 2-barreled front loader, not like the murder weapon. Well, it doesn't feel much better, but you can form sentences now. Thinking doesn't seem to hurt as much. There's only 3 meters between you and the machine. If you keep her distracted for long enough, maybe. Be careful when you make your move. That'll be it for questions. Bide your time.
Okay. I've got a tool equipped, so I get a bonus on it. That's nice. Did you shoot Laylee?
No, I didn't do it. I only helped stage the lynching, though I doubt that makes much of a difference to you. Who ratted me out, by the way? Was it Titus? No, he wouldn't have broken first.
You're right. Claudia was the first to share her suspicions.
Oh, I knew the kitten had claws, but not like this. But she couldn't have known I was on the coast. How did you find me?
Your own boys told us you were on the coast.
My boys?
Yeah, the ones you poached from Titus. And Titus himself.
What is this? I thought Titus and I had a decent collegial relationship. Oh, doesn't even matter. How can they be my boys when they're not even my friends? Those guys liked me, I know it. This is what happens to people whom people like. How the fuck do the rest of you get by?
Wait, wasn't it you who called me the human can opener? It's not personal. I opened them up.
I did, didn't I? Now you've come for me. Fuck them all the same.
I do it by asking questions, and I have some for you.
Like what? I already told you I didn't do it.
Well, then who did?
Moral compass. She still wants the opportunity to make a case for herself.
Do you have an alibi for when Laylee was shot?
Man, I was with the boys the whole night. I hope they at least bothered to impress that upon you.
There were 10 minutes they couldn't account for.
You mean the length of a toilet break? That wouldn't even have been enough time.
Our investigation has shown that 15 minutes was just enough time to commit the murder.
Wow. Now I'm curious. Please, explain.
Look, there's a secret way from the first floor of the whirling to the roof.
Don't know it, but also...
She frowns, studying your face.
evaluating your competence as a police officer.
That's fair.
The shot couldn't have come from the roof, or we would have all heard it downstairs.
Shit, that's a good point. Shit.
She has a point there. No one mentioned.
Did you leave any flowers for Claudia on the roof?
No. Gifts of flowers and candy aren't really my style.
These weren't just flowers, they were symbols of revolution pushed through pain.
So now I'm leaving revolutionary symbols around? Come on.
But Claudia was mourning.
I never did understand why, when someone dies, a hothouse's worth of flowers has to die too.
Okay, so you didn't leave the Maybells.
No, I did not.
You have a gun.
And?
Where did you get it?
The gun store.
What gun store?
Trigger Happy Jacks.
Oh, that doesn't sound like a real name of a real store.
What did you think? That I'm going to squeal on my gun supplier? Sorry, I'm not that kind of gal.
Do you collect guns? Maybe old rifles?
No, they're not practical. Break too often.
I see it's a front loader. Do you have another gun somewhere?
Sure don't.
The breech loader?
No.
This is such a wipeout.
Yeah. There's... I can't quite tell. What kind of gun is
it?
A
knocked away 80 front loader. Two-barreled. Not really what you were looking for, I'm guessing.
No,
that
it wasn't.
Isn't it?
There's other evidence I want to ask you about.
Evidence.
Do you like to hang out on rooftops?
Who doesn't? Oh, you probably mean Claudia's rooftop. Sure, I've hung out there. She's got this great antenna.
What's so great about her antenna?
It's very powerful. I used it to tune into RCM frequencies. That's how I knew to be prepared for your arrival.
I see. Is that the only reason you hung out on the roof?
The view's pretty bomb, too. But you might say the antenna was the main attraction there, yeah. Along with Claudia.
So you're sure you didn't shoot the merc from the roof?
Yes, I'm sure. And anyway, as I said before, the shot had to have come from afar.
Would you say that Laley was a likable person? I know he's not. So...
I didn't like him. Hardened mercenaries aren't particularly likable types.
Did you feel protective of the Union?
Yeah, sure. And I didn't like Wild Pines sending in those foreign hirelings. Me and a fuck ton of other people around here.
I hate to be the bearer of bad tidings, but I don't think she's perjuring herself.
I'm listening.
Okay, let's take a step back.
Yeah? Where?
If you didn't kill him, why hide?
I saw you roll into town. I wasn't about to stick around for questioning by a goddamn La Puta Madre agent.
Okay, that's fair.
So this is what she was scared to tell Titus. This cop.
What do you mean, La Puta Madre agent?
Yes, you. Everyone says you're his peon.
Huh?
His human can opener.
Huh?
Oh, fucking hell. Me.
Alright. Kim's not doing well.
Fucking hell. And why me? You hear through the white noise. It's
Okay.
especially bad suddenly. Felt like a vein exploded.
Who's everyone? How do you know this?
Everyone in Jamrock. The cops, the criminals. Why do you think I'm holed up in here with a goddamn death ray waiting for me?
If she knows that about you, she must know your real name too.
I think I found out what my real name is. I'm no one's agent. I don't even know who La Puta Madre is.
Right. Sure. You don't know.
I'm sure I'm supposed to know, but I lost my memory recently. I've had some struggles with alcoholism.
Yeah, sure.
She doesn't believe you.
Well, that's fair.
I'm sure La Puta Madre himself will explain it all to me soon enough.
A man in a white suit walks through a garden coaxed from soil that had once been covered in asphalt. A city block closed off from the rest of the city by dark buildings. Rows and rows of poppies, most of which have lost their pink bloom, flank his steps. The man looks around, then up at the sky, sighs. Taking out a knife, he crouches at the end of one flower bed. He scores a seapod, very gently. Milky
Okay.
Yeah. other questions.
I'm worried about myself and Kim, so I don't know if he has HP, but I am going to try to destroy it, because I'm worried about both of us. The fact that it made me lose more HP makes me think that maybe this could really hurt. So I'm going to do, I've got a +1 because I've got a tool equipped, pain threshold 4. I've got a good chance of getting this, so let's just do it. Yes. She's just gonna stand here and watch me crawl. Okay.
You did it. The compressor lies broken on its side. It's quiet in your head again. It still hurts like hell, but...
Whisper over your shoulder. You okay, Kim?
All good, officer. Be careful.
It weirdly looks like there are 2 Kim bodies here. I don't know what's happening. I'm happy that there are 2 Kims. I'm into that.
She looks at the machine, assessing the damage. Her hand trembles.
Oh, fuck it.
No! Oh my god. Holy shit. She puts the barrel of a gun into her mouth. Convince her to put the gun down. I only have a 58. It's a red check. It cannot be retried. God, I wish I were wearing pants right now. Do you think I have any pants that have rhetorical power? Okay. What are you doing?
Problem solving.
No.
Ma'am, put the gun down. That's not the solution to your problems. You are...
Oh, yes, it is.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna have to try this and see if it works. It's a 58, so it's slightly okay odds.
She's truly desperate. She thinks she has no other options.
Holy
you
shit.
You need to give her options.
Okay, that was a successful
you
roll.
Know.
Please, put your hands up. Just walk away.
She stares at you, frozen, the gun still in her mouth, eyes filled with dark intensity. Then something shifts in her. Her neck and shoulders relax, and her grip on the gun loosens.
You don't have to do this. You're not cornered. I am letting you go.
Day of miracles.
She says,
I'll take it.
Pulling a gun out of her mouth, eyes still fixed on you. Then she turns her gaze to the tunnel behind you.
She runs past you, then past the lieutenant, and disappears into the darkness of the tunnel.
Good call.
Holy shit. That was great, but so intense and so stressful. Holy cow. Okay. Good call. The lieutenant is still unsteady on his feet. Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. I would have done the same had I not been incapacitated.
Ooh. I don't know if she did it. She made such a good point about how they would have heard the gunshot if it had been on the roof. God, you know, I did not follow up on any of on that side quest to try and find a place where the shooter could have been, which feels like a bad police work, and I accept that. I think she didn't do it. I think she was right that if somebody would have shot from the roof, the people would have heard. So I'm going to say
Her
that.
tent. We should check it out.
He points to the back of the caravan. Ooh, yes, thank you for the autosave game. I am also going to save regular. Oof. Eliznik, we found a 9mm bullet in the shack, which is not the same kind of bullet that killed Laylee. Dark water trails into the distance. There is no way out. Ooh, what do we get? Drumine. +3 health. Alright, that rules. I could really use something for my morale, but okay, that's fine. One thing at a time. Cooking utensils. She has prepared herself porridge with bananas. That sounds good. I would love some porridge.
The plain red tent stands by dispassionately. It was pitched by practiced hands She's used to camping out.
Look inside.
The tent looks old, but well maintained. In the darkness of the tent, a rolled up sleeping bag, cooking utensils, some books, and a kerosene lamp. It reeks of cigarettes.
Shine your flashlight on the books.
Assorted soft covers, mostly pulp horror.
Hell yeah.
A motor carriage lies buried in the snow on one cover. On another, a ghost airship. You also see a collection of radio enthusiast magazines.
See anything?
The lieutenant peeks in over your shoulder. Sift through the magazines.
Rager Monthly, Journal of Material Science. More Technological Digest. One of the magazines doesn't have images on the cover. It's not a magazine. It's a leather notebook.
A notebook.
You pocket the worn brown leather journal.
We should read this immediately. Like, right now.
Oh, like right now? Is that what you mean by immediately, Kim? Kim, is that what you mean, like at this moment right now, Kim? Like right now? This exact moment? 8 real. Thank you. Okay, let's read her diary. A well-loved journal with a brown leather cover and the brand named Schneller embossed on the back. Seems to have served as a loyal friend to a lonely traveler.
A thick journal. The cover is worn like someone used to carry it around in their back pocket.
Examine the cover.
It's made of full-grain leather. The lower left corner of the back cover sports an embossed brand name, Schneller. Schneller is a stationery brand from Gottwald, beloved among architects and engineers. She's got good taste and must have taken whatever she recorded here seriously.
Unwind the strap.
The journal falls open. About 2/3 of its ruled pages have been filled.
Flip through the pages.
It's a mix of logistical notes, diagrams, and personal reflections, all dated.
It's good she left in a hurry. We could learn a lot from this.
What kind of logistics?
Hard to tell exactly. It's mostly noted down in code. Looks like contact information, quantities, directions.
There could be useful information about local operations in those notes. We have a junior sergeant at my station who's good with codes. I can give this to her after we finish this.
What are the diagrams of?
Esoteric radio technology. The most recent ones probably pertain to the latitude compressor, sketches, calculations of distance and density. You make out a familiar spiral shape.
Uzumaki. Anything personal?
Short, wry observations of people and places. Probably a way to pass the time on the road. Also, what appears to be attempts to sort through some difficult decisions. There are a few passages with many questions in them.
What did she write the day Laylee died?
Nothing on March 4th. March 5th, though, well, that's bound to come back and bite me in the ass. I'm bad at this. Loyal to a fault. But that's another matter entirely. You have no idea what she means. These are personal notes. Don't expect to understand all of it.
Anything about La Puta Madre?
That name isn't mentioned as far as you can tell. Small wonder. Would you talk about La Puta Madre in your journal? You do see an M, though. La Puta Madre. M is mentioned on March 9th and March 15th.
Have I talked to anybody with an M initial? Now that I can remember, read the entry from March 9th first.
Great. M's peon is coming to town, no doubt to investigate the lynching. But also, I feel it in my gut to finally put a bullet in my head while I'm napping in my lorry or on a smoke break. Well, I won't stick around just to twist my own neck by constantly looking over my shoulder.
Well, I kind of regret not asking her more about this Madre figure. I mean, I don't regret not getting us killed, but I wish I knew more.
Then again, isn't that what I've been doing ever since I got the call? The call? Did M call her personally? Why?
Read the entry from March 12th.
Been holed up here for 3 days now. I'm used to being alone and all, but I don't know when I'll be able to leave, or if I'll be ratted out. They will rat me out, of course. I've made it a point to believe in the best in people, the boys, for example. But experience tells me...
Regretfully, she is correct.
Did M feel truly betrayed by me? I was feeling threatened. He'd have to know if he threatened people, they'd take measures to protect themselves. Even I know that. Economic measures, first of all. Gotta make a living, right? I can still hear his voice in the receiver. Taste the plastic. The entry ends abruptly.
What's the most recent entry?
The most recent entry is from today. It reads, even when I leave here, if I leave here alive, what's my next move? Staging a lynching is a crime, even if I'm not accused of murder on top of that. Forever on the run. Not really my idea of the open road. Man, I was really looking forward to winning.
Winning what?
I just don't think she killed a mercenary. It's mostly a gut feeling, though, since we let her walk out without hearing her side of the story.
Kim, am I really a La Puta Madre agent?
No, I don't think you are. Ask someone in your precinct if you want to be sure.
Who is La Puta Madre?
The head of a major Jamrock gang, specializing in drug production and trafficking. A very bad person.
Yikes.
He's not 100% sure you're not indebted to this very, very bad person.
Yikes. If she didn't do it, then maybe it's good that we didn't catch her?
I wouldn't go so far as to say that. We have other reasons to arrest her.
Yeah, that's fair. He frowns.
Besides, I'm not sure her life as a fugitive is going to be much better than Weda's. Especially if she has problems with the Madre.
Well, Kim, who do you think killed the fucking merc?
Could have been Titus. Then again...
But nobody heard the shot.
Maybe there's a Hardy boy we've yet to meet who acted as his accomplice.
I mean...
Either way, we need to keep an eye on him.
I think we've met all the Hardy Boys.
One thing is for certain. We have business back in the whirling and rags. Questions to ask. We should get to it.
Okay, Kim. Okay. God, I've got 3 skill points to use. Okay, we're definitely gonna try to get rid of this expression. That's a thing I want to do. I'm curious to see if the portrait changes. Phew. I mean, it could be closet. Here's the thing is that if nobody heard a gunshot, then it couldn't have been anybody who was in the building. And so that, I mean, that leaves a lot of people because not everybody was in the building, but it also doesn't give me much direction. Bye, Atreus. Or they're all lying. Yeah, I guess it is possible that they did hear a gunshot and they were all lying about it. Oof! Can I fast travel? No. Okay. Let's go back to the fisherman shack and look at that mirror again and figure out what check I need to complete to fix my face. Oh, I guess we can also... No, let's do that. Let's do that. I'm gonna get rid of this expression. I'm gonna be beautiful again. I think I can still search locations for a possible sniper, so
I'm afraid we don't have time for rest stops right now, officer. We should really get back to the whirling.
I forgot that we already crossed the path of no return, so actually I don't know if it's gonna let me do anything other than go back to the whirling. Oh, Doc Sloth, we completed the gay thought. It was everything we were hoping it would be. Specifically in that we talked to Kim, and Kim told us he was gay. The trap is full of locusts,
but they seem weak and unhealthy. A few lie on their backs with their legs twitching. Still, no phasmid.
Game? Game? I feel like, ooh, a faint smell of soldering, melting insulation, nylon and ozone. The low rumble of bass beat, your heart repeats it.
I'm all out of shits to give, loincloth. Welcome to the fucking reckoning. Put your damn gun down. People are gonna get hurt. We need to talk this through. All right?
I see 3 people wearing armor, a lot more armor than I'm wearing, which is not great. This looks like shootout territory.
Shut up! You're not gonna talk yourself out of this, loincloth shit fuck.
Ooh, you know what I never did? Was get my gun back. Gosh, I never did that, huh? Well, that's fine. This is gonna be fine.
This is the scab leader. His chest rises and falls under the ceramic breastplate. His fingers reach for the butt of his sidearm.
Kim, what's going on here? Shh. The lieutenant raises his left hand. Kim, get behind me. Kim, I will protect you with my life.
This is a misunderstanding. Nothing irreversible has happened yet. You can just return to your unit and forget all about this.
The Kypt is merciful, willing to spare us if we just forget about our murdered and humiliated commander. I think we should just kill everyone, Corty.
You are all drunk. Come to your senses. You won't gun down 7 people in the middle of the street. This isn't a frontier town or a jungle outpost.
Easy, Lizzie. Let me handle it. I know guys like this. I'm sure we can come to a peaceful agreement. Ain't that right, fellas?
Peaceful.
It sounds like the armored figure is weeping. I assume that's this dude with the nice hat.
Nest in your abdominal cavity like a little wild mouse. The masked man's words are barely intelligible, but you can hear them.
Fuck. There are 3 of them. I was hoping there would be less.
The lieutenant points to the helmed figure.
This third one, he is the most dangerous of them all, heavily armed.
The big one is the damn scab leader.
If this turns into a firefight, we should take him out first.
With your bad eyesight and my lack of a gun, I don't know how that's gonna go.
A sound strategy. He's the leader.
What do we do, Kim?
My plan is not to get killed, but we have to intervene.
He puts his hand on his holster. Oh god, I don't think we can walk away. I think this is gonna end in a firefight one way or the other. But getting between them seems like a really bad idea, huh? Oh, none of these sound great. Stops the police, get between them, or whisper, let's walk away for now. I think we just have to get in. I think we have to get in there. Fuck. Stop, this is the police. Yeah, just hustle in there, buddy. With your no
Get
pants.
lost, comedian. You cops had your chance. Now it's fucking time for some justice.
He licks his lips, weird, waving his gun at the crowd. Losing his balance for a moment, he staggers backward.
Pig fuck!
Is the only word you can make out. Easy now. No one has to die here today.
Oh, people are gonna die today. We're not leaving it like this. These tribals hung him up for everyone to see.
No one is going to kill anyone. Let's just put the guns down and talk like civilized human beings.
With a wordless gurgle, the killer loads his long rifle.
The leader gives a small nod to the helmeted man. You feel your fist contract as you stand there between these men, all carrying real weapons.
You really, really should have a gun in your hand by now. Or something dangerous. This feels scary.
First of all, I don't have anything, and second of all, you're not going to let me access my inventory because we're in a discussion.
No, it's okay. Soften him up and trust the others to attack if it comes to that. Make him talk. Present an argument.
Okay.
I'm barely keeping you together here.
Ooh.
This is it. If you talk to him, he will rattle you, not the other way around.
Ooh. I get +1, had blue eyes. Oh, the hanged man. And I never finished looking at the tattoo, so I think that probably would have given me more bonus if I had talked to more people about him. Why did I not find my gun? Yeah, for real. Rhetoric is not bad, but let's talk through some of these options first. Listen, they didn't do it.
Yeah? Who did that?
Shit. I just need a little time to figure this out. I don't think it was Titus or Claudio or Ruby, and it wasn't me. Saying it was me seems like a bad idea. Yeah, can I use these in... Oh! Could I always use these in mid-conversation? Because that's great. I'll just dump a bunch of stuff in... Okay, that's great. That's great to know. Okay. It was someone else. Someone who's not here now.
How fucking convenient.
He gives you a drunken stare, then puts his hand
His
on the
fingers
gun.
are twitching. That's a draw reflex. He's about to draw.
Actually, they are here. It was one of you. Interesting. He was shot from a great distance. A sniper did it.
You think I'm fucking stupid, cop? What if I just shot one of your pals here, right now, huh? How about the kid? Tell me, it was a magic fucking sniper one more time.
Listen, please. This cop and this drumhead cop marshal won't decide who...
Let's go ahead and drop a point into logic. I'm actually very glad we're going into this with 3 points. Okay, that moved us up to a high. So, why doesn't he believe me? There's a non-zero chance that one of these 3 people is the killer, and that they're just trying to start shit, but I don't know enough about them to know for sure if that's the case. So, this is high, 72%. Let's just try it and see. God, I wish I had some brain juice.
The Hardy Boys confessed to hanging him, all together. Titus said, "We took him out back and hanged him." He said it loud, in a public place.
Listen, he was shot. He wasn't hanged. Listen to me.
You're lying. DePaul heard it.
He doesn't move the weapon.
You heard wrong. She and these men have been helping us find the shooter.
The hanging was only a cover-up. Listen.
Fucking liars.
He pulled the trigger. A plume of smoke erupts from the muzzle of his gun.
The shot rings in your ears, a low, tinny ring. Then the Hardy Boys yell something. The young woman stands and looks behind her.
Ooh.
The shot has flown over her head, crashing a small pane of the glass window behind her.
I missed.
The man looks at his revolver and smiles.
I know what I heard, Corty. They said they killed him. They said it was a good way to end a Sunday night.
That doesn't sound good. You need to change the topic now, or there will be another shot. What topic? Shots have been fired. Act before it's too late. This was a close call.
Okay, let's go ahead and put a point into rhetoric. I think I have no points in. Okay, and that took us up to a high. Okay. I think this has to be where we go. Or... No, I think we just have to push forward. This feels like another situation like the last one, which is where the longer we take getting to the thing that we know we need to do, the riskier things will get, and it might just fail out from underneath us. So, rhetoric, high, I've got a 72%. Think of an argument. Let's see if this is gonna work.
All right, here we go. This is an illegal tribunal. Their employer would never sanction this. Who's the commanding officer? Take your pick. You only have time for one argument. Choose wisely.
Just a question, who's in charge of your unit after the death of your colonel, or does your employer give you right to conduct tribunal? I only have time for one argument. I mean, it's got to be 1 or 2. It can't be 3, because, like, I don't think that makes sense. Yeah, the dude who died was the one that was in charge, I think. Yeah, Zach, this is exactly how I feel right now. I also don't think they would be here if they cared that much about their employers. So, just a question, who's in charge of your unit after the death of your colonel?
I am a Grinnell Major with over 15 years of live combat experience. When my colonel gets hanged by clay monkeys, I lead the platoon on a retaliation strike.
So you're the highest ranking of the three of you?
Nah, I just have the biggest gun.
He raps on his armored barrel-like chest.
Technically, the other man has the biggest gun, but we're beyond that now.
Hold on, what's the highest rank in Crinnell?
King Reaper.
He says without irony. Yeeks. As the leader of this group, reconsider your actions. This does not need to end in bloodshed.
You're right. But you see, I want it to end in bloodshed.
Well, fuck you, dude.
Okay, it's not much, but he's thinking about something else, and his hand is off the gun. This did something.
Okay. I'm not going to try that because I'm going to fail it. I'm worried that if I mention Clausia... I guess Clausia's not a real name, so it's okay. It's not like I'm ratting her out if I ask where she is. I think that's... Okay, where is Clausia? She can explain this.
Who the fuck is that?
Clausia, the woman upstairs, where is she?
She left!
Garrett, are you just watching from the balcony? You freak.
Unarmed, hunched, but keeping it together.
Garrett, what the hell are you doing here?
What am I doing? My fucking establishment is under fire! You know how much windows cost?
Alright, what do you mean she left?
She left! Her room's cleaned out! Right before these assholes showed up!
We should have arrested her.
The lieutenant whispers, his eyes still on the armed mercenaries. No.
Hey, Bushman! Your little cunt isn't gonna help you out of this one.
Oh, God. Why did I not find my lost
What's
gun?
that, loincloth? I can't hear you. Sounds like you got your mouth full of dick. Rude.
This sucks. This dude sucks.
Shit, this is it. Tell him anything. Tell him you have more information.
Kill me and you'll never find out who killed your colonel. I've been withholding information.
Rude. Kill him.
The man looks to his left. Don't kill me. Don't kill me!
The porcelain man raises his rifle and takes aim at you. His hands are steady, and the long barrel of the rifle sways slowly.
Kim, whatever you're gonna do, Kim is in an action pose. I'm so worried about him.
An Easter AR-FA-7, built for taking out light armored vehicles. It will devastate you.
Kim, where's Kim? Blink, think, reaction shot. So nervous about Kim. So worried about Kim. But he's firing at me. I'm so worried that Kim is gonna like jump in front of this. If Kim... We are going to save Scum if Kim gets hurt. It's just a warning to everybody on the stream. That is gonna... I'm not finishing this game if anything happens to Kim. Kim, where's Kim?
From the corner of your eye,
Oh.
you see the lieutenant raise his pistol and aim it at Rude.
Hell yeah, Kim.
He's trying to find a straight line of sight before the rifleman can take you out. It's not easy. He has 0.6 seconds to do so. He won't make it. You're on your own.
Kimball. All right. I've got one remaining point. I have a high chance of avoiding this, but this feels like kind of do or die in the most literal sense possible, so I'm going to put my last remaining point in reaction speed. I can't believe how happy I am to have gone into this with 3 extra points to help me push through. I do have the body armor on my chest. This reaction shot is now 83%, which is high. This is also a red check, cannot be retried, which makes sense. So, I'm just gonna dodge the shot. And nobody's behind me. I think this will be okay. Okay.
You leap left. A swarm of angry lead passes mere millimeters from your side, tearing fabric off your coat. Feels like the lightest of tucks.
My coat! Oh my god. I cannot be killed. I've become immortal. Stop shooting at me. Joy, I am alive. Yeah, big lol at number 2. I cannot be killed. I have become immortal.
The man tilts his head, trying to see through the clearing smoke for the next shot. Watch out. To your left, the Paul is about to take a shot too, at Kim.
God, please.
The lieutenant says quietly without trembling. He aims, face pale.
He's aiming for the eye slot in Rude's helmet. An extremely difficult shot.
Kim has terrible eyesight. He's not going to make that shot.
2 shots ring at once. One from the lieutenant's pistol, and the other from DePaul's. It's aimed at the lieutenant, but it misses. You hear a scream behind you.
Who screamed?
Glenn, dying in a puddle of blood behind you.
That's fine.
His mangled torso has 2 gunshot wounds. Blood gushes out of them like red geysers.
I mean, geysers? Geysers? Okay. It's not great, but it's Glenn, so it's fine. You see 2 cold eyes looking at you through all the smoke and the panic, and a pistol raised aiming at your chest point blank. Then the man squeezes the trigger. Very low chance to evade this shot. In fact, it's impossible. That 3% represents the chance that I will get 2 6s. So I'm just gonna look him in the eye. A look of happiness. God, this dude sucks. His eyes seem unnaturally bright, shining like stars. Something in the fear must distort him somehow. He is evil. And the end.
Here it comes. Death.
I guess I'm just gonna let it happen. 'Cause he's aiming at my chest, and I've got this incredible body armor. I think I just have to let this happen. I'm worried if I evade the shot, then I'm gonna move some other part of my body in the way. And that he's not gonna shoot my chest, which has this body armor in it. So I'm just gonna let it happen. Oh. God, Kim was in a direct line of fire there.
You simply blink, then something inside your pelvis explodes. Your entire lower body is on fire and your legs can't support you. You fall down like a rag doll. The pain is too immense to scream. It pushes the air out of your lungs. Everything goes dark. A distant blur as you recede into it.
Listen through the darkness and the pain. Touch your lower body. Try to open your eyes. What do I see? I think I'm gonna touch my lower body.
Feels slick and warm with blood. The pain is too strong to know what has happened there. Even clutching to your consciousness takes everything you got.
If this game kills me because I wasn't wearing pants, I'm gonna be fucking furious. What? No. What parts of me are missing?
Most of what's down there.
Oh, God.
It's all gone. Open your eyes now. You have to see what's happening.
Try to open your eyes. What do I see?
Nothing. A persisting darkness. Dancing lights of pain. Distant shadows cast by them. Like a hellish play.
You're bleeding out.
Out of it, a silhouette appears, crouching over you. You hear a familiar voice filled with urgency and fear. There's a white shadow that smells like apricots. It's always there.
Stay with me.
You feel burning hot tears streaming from your eyes. It said I had a vast soul. Do I have a vast soul?
Yes, keep talking. You hear me? Stay awake.
The lieutenant pushes down on your wound hard.
But you can't. It's so hard. Your eyelids grow heavy, and the sounds ever more distant. And a cold comes over you. The lieutenant, too, is somewhere far away, almost gone, when suddenly you sense something behind him.
A shadow towering. Oh God. Someone stands there raising his pistol at him. The lieutenant does not see it. He's pushing down on your wound with both hands.
Scream immediately. He's gonna die.
I mean, I have to try it. Oh, I get a +1 because the lieutenant trusts me and a +2 because he truly trusts me. Kim! No!
There. Behind. You hear your bloody lips mumble, but he does not understand. He does not look into your eyes and see the fear there. He does not trust you.
That's the worst thing of all. He doesn't...
He just shakes his head, still crouched over you. You hear a distant gunshot, velvety smooth. A red circle has appeared on the lieutenant's jacket. It's growing fast. Like a pillow, he falls on you, cold nylon and blood slumped on you as the lights go out. All the lights. The last thing you hear is the sound of his spectacles landing on the pavement next to you.
Fall into total darkness.
This is death. One more door, baby. One more door.
No, let me back into the fight. Let me save Kim.
Kim, there is no Kim. There is no fight. It's over. It was. He's not taking it. His body is not taking it. Oh God, no. He's not disintegrating. He's swelling up instead. Over the hours. Hurting. Moaning in his sleep. And rotting. And being disinfected. And smelling of drugs. And feeling saliva in his mouth. Drifting in painkillers. Thrashing in his wound sleep.
There is a radio in the distance, a radio of the world, playing sounds. Good morning, ELYSIUM. Soon you will return to the world.
Hours turn to days. Soon we will get up again and go through it again. Finally we know what the infernal engine was outside. The clarion call.
The engine of a Caprice Kinema.
No, it was him. He is the infernal engine. Can't you see? He never stops. He only gets... Wah!
Worse. It cut off his word. Whew. I mean, obviously we're saves coming. Absolutely. Unacceptable. An unacceptable turn of events.
You see Kuno's familiar shape in the
Fucking
pants.
what?
It turns double, then triple from the pain.
Excuse me?
Coinslot's dead?
Fuck you, Kuno.
You can barely hear him. The pain is so bad.
I'm in pain. What happened?
Kuno just told you your friend is dead, and you're crying about pain. That doesn't seem right to Kuno. The Beano clad was alright. He didn't deserve that shit. Nah, Kuno's just lying to you. The fucking boo-boo wagon took 4 hours away. He's probably gonna live.
The what? Where did they take him?
To the hospital, fucktard. Try to keep up with Kuno.
Oh my god. Oh my god. So Kim's alive? So Kim's alive? Is he alive? God, can I Google to... Oh my god. Is he though, Kuno? Kuno, is he though?
They say you got a lot of people killed. Like half the town. They say you didn't do shit. I guess that's cool. So I thought I'd stick around.
He's not saying Kuno. He's saying I. And not calling you a or a pig. Is he ill or something?
Hold on. No. Be straight with me. I need to get my bearings.
Sure, Kuno's gonna help you with that. Kuno's in a given mood right now.
You said half the town is dead?
Yeah, it was a fucking massacre.
What?
You and Kuno are the only ones left here?
What?
Relax. The kid is just messing with you. You didn't actually get thousands of people killed. There were only 10 people present at the fight. 10 times more than that is very unlikely.
What happened to me?
You tore some shit up there, pig. Got shot too.
Kuno is looking at you like a tame wolf look like its master, like an equal. This might be a dream.
How would Kuno know? Kuno's not a fucking doctor.
He looks at you like you're an idiot.
Pretty fucking bad, Kuno thinks. But you're one lucky pig. The doc took the bullet out and said you'll live.
Can I walk?
Are your legs attached to Kuno? Can the Kuno move your legs? The fuck should I know?
You won't be able to dance much, that's for sure. You should be able to live with limping around, though, if you can call that a life.
Get up slowly.
Go easy, pig. You want to lean on the Kuno or something?
Ouch. Ouch. The kid turns double for a second. Damn, that hurts. Breathe. Your balance is way off. You feel like you're about to fall over.
So, how is it?
I feel fantastic, Kuno. Let's rock.
Kuno can see you trying to shit him. But Kuno's unshittable. So fuck does Kuno care?
Gross.
Still, you see something akin to respect in his eyes.
What happened to the others?
Titus died. Some of his goons too. The whole fucking harbour is in lockdown right now. Even Kuno can't get in.
Do you know if Klasia, the blonde next door, is really gone?
Yeah, she's way gone, pig.
Good for
Kuno's
her.
been here for 2 days, and Baby Beard and you are the only fucks in the building.
Yeah, pure unreliable narrator stuff, Magpie Mob. The whole harbor is in lockdown?
Yeah, that's what Kuno said. No one goes in or out. Shit's paranoid now.
Titus is dead?
Yeah, fucking dead. Died in the hospital, I hear. Union's all weepy and shit. It's probably your fault.
It probably is. Fucking Butterfingers.
Ooh. God, I need to get more morale boost.
No problem. Kuno shares the info.
Well, how long was I out?
2 days? Kuno's been out longer sleeping off the speed train. 2 days is nothing.
Okay,
2
Kuno.
days is nothing to the Kuno.
Okay, goodbye, Kuno.
So, listen, pig. Kuno's been thinking
No,
about
I don't
shit
want
and,
that.
Kuno's coming with you. Help you wrap this shit up, final style.
Why do you want to come
This
with
scene
me?
is dead. Kuno's out of here. Might as well be a pig. Big up fucky fingers on me way out.
Big up Fucky Fingers. He is a free thinker beyond the box.
I don't know.
Can't argue with that.
I don't know if I want to play through
Kid
this
would
or
make a
reload.
half-decent sharpshooter, no?
Would he? I don't know about that.
Look at him. Life hasn't been easy on him. You want to drag him along and put him through more shit? Your shit? He is streetwise, knows the neighborhood, knows the people. He could be useful.
Okay, should I don't want Kuno to come with me. I want Kim. I want Kim to come with me. Okay. Should we reload and get Kim back in this? I don't want Kuno to be around because I think Kuno sucks. I guess, yeah, for people who have played the game, is it possible to get Kim through that? Or if I save Scum, are we just going to be losing progress? Reload? Okay. Yeah, truly not a just the worst
Accepted
option
yeah.
to trade this kid.
You asked
All right.
Kuno to come.
Then let's go ahead and do that. Okay, this is our last save. Yeah. Let's just load. For a moment, I was like, maybe we should save, and then if we want to come back to this line, we can, but no. Let's just go it. Here's the thing, Spooky Spectre. I don't think I can do any of the quests that I didn't finish. So yeah, I'm sure getting my gun would be easier. I just don't think I can do it. Yeah, I guess I could go back further, but we were actually, I think, pretty successful in that confrontation with Ruby, and I'm really nervous about replaying that. So I feel okay just pushing through. We did a good, it was a good round. We did good facing off with him. We got a lot of successes. It's just that that authority check at the end just didn't go super well. And the armor didn't seem to do fucking anything for me, which is, I mean, fine. But, like, that was the whole deal. I think what we should do is finesse my outfit a little bit. Oh, the armor protects me from the bead gun. If I don't doge the big gun. Okay. Let's go ahead and do another savey. Let's look at... remember, one of the checks, I got a bonus because I had a tool in hand, so we're going to keep that. Actually, let me refill my water real quick, and I'll be right back. Okay. I think the things... There's a way to get a gun from Ruby, you won't like it. Well, I mean, I think we're past that point. So the things that I put points into were logic, reaction speed, authority... And authority was the one I failed. But there was a third one, because I had 3 points, and I spent all 3 of them. So, alright, let's see what we've got. We've got no negatives, which is good. Oh, was it rhetoric? Yeah, I think it was rhetoric. I do want to keep the body armor on. And I want to keep holding the tool. So let's see if we have any good jackets. Spirited Corpse Shivers, Visual Calculus, +1 reaction speed on these ultras. What did my shoes give me? +1 empathy? I don't need empathy in a shootout. +1 pain threshold. Electrochemistry, conceptualization, suggestion, perception, drama, savoir-faire, or no, electrochemistry. Encyclopedia, -2 authority, not that one. Interfacing, Inland Empire, Shivers, Rhetoric. No, that would take the place of the... Ooh, +2 logic. I don't know if I want to finish the game without Froggy Visor. The check to convince him to turn was authority. I have a lot of stuff that negates my authority, which is fair and fine. Empathy. Okay, I think this is our best option for a loadout. We did not change much, but I think this is basically going to be the best bet. Other than this hat, which I know would give me more logic, but I don't want to finish the game without Kim or Froggy Visor. I have 2 standards for this game. We have to finish it with Froggy Visor
I'm all out of shit
Kim.
to give, loincloth.
Richard,
Shut up!
This is the scab leader. His chest rises and falls under the ceramic breastplate. His fingers reach for the butt of his sidearm.
All right. I'm going to speed through a lot of these since we've already done them.
This is a misunderstanding.
The Kipt is murdered.
You are all drunk. Come to.
Easy.
Peaceful. Nest in your Fuck. This third one, he is the most dangerous of them all.
The big one is the damn scab leader.
If this turns into a firefight, we should take him out first.
All right, Kim. That's on you.
A sound strategy.
My plan is not to get killed, but we have to intervene.
Okay, Kim. Let's do it.
Get lost, comedian. You pig fuck!
Easy now. Well, here's the thing, is they really want somebody to die. Easy now. No one needs to die here today.
Oh, people are gonna...
No one is going...
With a word... You really, really should have a gun in your hand by now.
Well...
No, it's okay. Soften him. I'm barely keeping you together here. This is it. If you talk to him, he will rattle you, not the other way around.
So, talking through these options didn't actually do anything for me. Let me go heal a point of health real quick. No problem. I don't think, the last time I walked through this, and I don't think it actually did anything to make this go better, but I don't see why we shouldn't just do it, just in case.
Who did that?
Wait, I just need a little time to figure this out.
You had time to fuck around in that church.
Yeah.
To run errands for your union chief. I saw you.
Okay, well, that's a fair
Time
point.
is up, loincloth. Give me a name. Now!
It was someone else. Someone who's not here right now.
How fucking...
His fingers are twitching. That's a draw reflex. He's about to draw.
A sniper did it.
You think I'm... How about the kid?
Listen, please.
All right.
This cop and this drumhead court marshal won't decide who...
Okay, this is the one. All right. Gonna drop a point into logic. Let's do this. Okay. Here we go.
The Hardy Boys confessed to hanging him. All together. Tight.
You're lying.
A Kiel Model 40 revolver. 8 rounds in the back.
You heard wrong. She and these men have been helping us find the shooter.
When they confessed, they were lying.
Fucking liars.
Whoop, there it is. There's
The
the
shot rings in your ear. The young woman stands and...
I missed.
I know what I heard, Cor.
That doesn't sound good. What topic? Shots have been fired. Act before it's too late.
All right.
This was a close call.
Once again, we are going to try the rhetoric. And we just gotta do it.
All right.
Okay.
Here we go. This is an illegal tribunal. Their employer would never sanction this. You only have time for one argument. Choose wisely.
I mean, last time we chose this argument, so let's just try the other one. I mean, I succeeded. So I think both of these have to be fine. So let's follow the other one and see what that does. Does your employer give you the right to conduct tribunal?
Pops, you have no idea about the rights Crenell extends to us.
Okay, what rights are those then?
If I fuck and kill you, hang you to that streetlight by your shit pipes, then that's called a necessary display of force. No one's going to give a shit about dead loincloths. That's reality.
Okay, it's not much, but he's thinking about something else, and his hand is off the gun. This did something.
Okay, last time I think I asked about Claudia, and then things went pretty south. Oh no, I asked about Claudia and not about my gun. I don't know if anything is going to try. I don't know if anything is going to... Like, I think if I could succeed this, it might do something, but it's just, like, not
Who
the
the
sauce.
fuck is that?
Glacia, the woman upstairs, where is she?
Hey, Garrett.
She left!
Unarmed, hunched, but keeping it together.
She left!
We should have arrested her.
Hey, Bushman! Your little cunt isn't gonna help you out of this. You think I care what that company cunt thinks?
I was like, I'm going to cut him off from saying the C word by just choosing the selection, and then immediately said it again. So that's cool. Wild Pines is not going to forgive you massacring a bunch of innocent people. The man stares at you with bloodshot eyes, a bull ready to charge. He's not listening, but looking for an
Now
opening.
is not a good time to strike. He's looking right at your hands. Do something else. Get him distracted.
What if I... No. Okay, let me just say one
Fucking
thing.
waste this fuck!
You're all drunk. Look at yourselves.
Yes. So what?
I'm drunk too, baby. Let's dance.
All right. Let's do this. Smear
Oh.
your shit all over this fucking dung field.
I meant literally dance. I didn't mean dance as in yeah, mix this up, wrong dance, wrong. I meant let's Macarena or something. I mean, I could try this suggestion, but just not gonna happen. Boy, I wish I had my gun.
What's that, loincloth? I can't hear you. Sounds like...
Shit, this is it. Tell him anything. Tell him you have more information.
God damn it, I did my best. I just need more time to solve the murder.
Rude. Kill him.
Okay. Okay, here it is.
The porcelain man raises his rifle and takes aim at you. His hands are steady, and the long barrel of the rifle sways slowly.
So, I only have 1 point left. I know this one is a reaction shot, but based on what I've been skimming in the chat...
An Easter AR-FA-7, built for taking out light armored vehicles. It will devastate
Oh, that's
you.
right. I don't need to put a point in a reaction shot because I increased my reaction shot by changing the shoes I was wearing. I put on... My shoes have better grip. They're cleats, so... I'm just going to check on
He's
him.
trying. It's not easy. He has 0.6 seconds to do so. He
Okay.
won't make it. You're on your own.
Okay. Let's just do it.
You leap left. A swarm of angry lead passes mere millimeters from your side, tearing fabric off your coat.
Boom.
Feels like the lightest of tucks.
Stop shooting at me.
The man tilts his head, trying to see. Watch out. To your left. God, please.
The lieutenant says quietly without trembling. He aims, face
He's
pale.
aiming for the eye slot in Rude's helmet. An extremely difficult shot. 2 shots ring at once. One from the lieutenant's pistol, and the other from DePaul's. It's aimed at the lieutenant, but it misses. You hear a scream behind you.
Did he hit the
Blood
rifleman?
gushes from the helmet's eye sockets as
Yes.
Rude staggers back, disoriented. The sounds coming from his helmet are not human. An unbelievable shot from the lieutenant.
No kidding. Kim also had a bunch of skill points saved up and has been bumping it into the stuff he needs to succeed.
Glenn dying in...
You see 2 cold eyes looking at you. Through all that smoke and the panic, and a pistol raised aiming at your chest point blank. Then the man squeezes the trigger. Look him in the eye. He is evil.
Here it comes. Death.
I mean, I can try to evade it. I don't think it's gonna do much either way, so let's try it and see what happens. Yeah, I failed. Who could have guessed? Okay, that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We just need to save Kim. It's fine.
You can't. There is no... The pain is too immense to scream. It pushes the air out of your lungs. Everything goes dark. A distant blur as you recede into it.
Listen through the darkness and the pain.
The Hardy Boys are yelling. Someone is running, jumping over you. In the background you hear gunfire shatter glass, and then a man in pain. A familiar sound. It's Titus with a splat like meat. You hear bullets rip into him. His voice, still giving orders, grows fainter. A gurgle.
What do I see?
Nothing. A persisting darkness. Dancing lights of pain. Distant shadows cast by them. Like a hellish play.
You're bleeding out.
There's a white shadow that smells like... Well, I said that last time. No one wants to do anything with me. No one wants to party with me, Kim.
Stay with me.
You feel burning hot tears streaming from your eyes. This is a stupid world.
Yes, keep talking. You hear me? Stay awake.
But you can't. It's so hard. Your eyelids grow heavy, and the sounds ever more distant. And a cold comes over you. The lieutenant, too, is somewhere far away, almost gone, when suddenly you sense something behind him.
This is it.
Scream immediately. He's gonna die.
Oh, I don't get to... Oh, I should have put the point in authority ahead of time. I'm a fool. God. I didn't even think about not having the chance to. Shit. I mean, it's still a high chance. We're just gonna do this. We're gonna do this again and again until I succeed, so...
No, you scream. Behind you, from your bloody lips, your eyes are full of fear. There is no room for hesitation. The lieutenant turns around and fires, his body falling on yours in the course of the motion.
Kim, fall into my arms. You hear a roar of pain, a death scream. The sound disappears, like someone pressing stop on the tape. The hulking figure, too, is gone, and so is Kim and the whole world. Fall into total darkness.
This is death. One more door, baby. One more door.
Will I be a ghost now?
Brother, you already were a ghost. Up there screaming along with all of them, scaring each other, haunting each other. It's the living who are...
No.
The fight?
Let me back in the fight.
He's not taking it. His body is not Andrew.
There was a radio in the distance.
Ours.
Okay.
The engine of a...
No. It was him.
Okay,
He
Kim,
is
come
the-
back to me, Kim. Kim. Come to my arms. I'll protect you, Kim.
You see the lieutenant's familiar shape in the orange jacket. It turns double, then triple, from the pain.
Kim.
Sunrise, Parabellum.
The lieutenant says he's in the middle of a freshly cleaned room with a fan above his head like a halo. His face is covered in bruises. What did you say? Sunrise?
Sunrise, Parabellum. Sunrise, prepare for war. It's an old revolutionary saying.
Is it war today?
The gates of the harbor are boarded up. The streets are a little more empty. Apocalyptic violence is yet to erupt, I am relieved to say.
He looks out the window.
I think we may have held it off, for now. Barely.
Good.
Yes, we have also completely failed.
Ah!
That's okay.
What happened?
What happened? We tried to take the diplomatic route and hoped they wouldn't attack first. They did. The major gave the command.
What happened then?
As retaliation, their rifleman tried shooting you. He missed, or you dodged.
I dodged, Kim.
Then I shot and wounded him, while Glenn took a bullet in the spine. It was meant for me. Glenn did not survive. Titus, Fat Angus, and Theo charged. Angus and Theo died before they made it to intensive care. Titus died in a hospital. Yesterday. Alain and the young musician, I forget his name, they are all that's left.
Titus is dead.
Yes. You were bleeding out. I think you said no one wants to party with you. And you warned me.
Did I?
I was able to disarm the major before he got the jump on me.
I don't think I said that, Kim.
I was not able to kill him, as I should have. Crenel took him. A stray bullet killed the Pole, though. And that's what happened.
The lieutenant takes a cigarette from his coat pocket and lights it. A bitter smell fills the room. How many casualties on the Union side, total?
5. Glenn, Theo, Shanky, Angus, the fat one. He took a lot of bullets. And Titus.
And the major?
He's in a private hospital across the river. Crenel claimed him from the local butcher shop where Titus died. Turns out he's insured. We won't get to him anymore. The good news is he's not coming here either. I did some damage.
Titus is dead?
Yes.
He pulls on his cigarette intently. I thought you only smoked one a day.
This is the one.
Kim. And then?
All.
It's a total shit show, Kim.
Yes, officer. 6 people are dead. It's not a success.
I mean, you're alive. I consider that a success.
But what's done is done. The violence is cordoned off. The mercenary tribunal is neutralized. The worst scenario has not materialized yet. And we are still alive.
Hey.
Both of us.
Hey.
He did not expect you both to survive once you stepped between those two armies. His smoking, his hunched back. You have it worse, but he took a real beating. That cigarette has medicinal purposes.
How bad am I hurt?
Reasonably bad. You were shot in the left quadriceps. That's your thigh. The outer side, thankfully, no major arteries were nicked. The bullet was removed and a bacterial infection treated with mercurochrome.
I can't believe I got shot in the pants section. Honestly, I absolutely can't believe, of all the places in this game predestined to be shot in, it's the pants area. Oh my god.
We will see.
You won't be able to dance much, that's for sure. You should be able to live with limping around, though.
That, you know, Zach, you make a great point. I'm glad I wasn't wearing any pants. They would have gotten ruined.
Not very. I have a concussion from the major beating me with the butt of his gun. I tried to not move too much.
Oh.
Things would be worse if you didn't warn me. Thank you. I did not see him coming. Stupid of me.
You were just worried about me, Kim. You're so good, Kim. Okay. Get up. Yeah, that was less ableist. It's part of why I didn't want Kuno with me. I just didn't want to deal with Kuno's bullshit.
Easy now.
The lieutenant turns double again before your eyes, an orange hue of pain.
Your balance is way off. You feel like you're about to fall over on that thing.
How are you?
I feel fantastic. No, that's what I would say to Kuno. What would I say to Kim? My disco days are done.
Your disco days should have been done quite a while back, Lieutenant Gefreiter.
Disagree, Kim. What happens now?
I honestly don't know.
But I don't know either.
We can't talk to Everard. The harbor is in lockdown. Everyone in there is outside our grasp now. Joyce has left too. We never got to know what she would have told us. I'm sure it was important.
Oh, the Wild Pines representative?
Yes, Joyce Messier. On the boat, you know? She could have helped us.
Yeah, she could have.
It's clear the mercenaries were working for Wild Pines. At least partially.
She could have helped us, but she didn't.
It's a little late to elicit her support now. Ruby's gone, and Class here too. We really should have arrested her, you know?
Kim, no. It's fine. But who did it, Kim? Who killed the hanged man?
I don't know.
God damn
I
it.
think the theory you presented, it's someone else outside our circle of suspects, was right. It better be. Everyone within the circle is either dead or gone.
Well, who the fuck was it, Kim?
Honestly, I think our investigation has not produced a single credible suspect.
Oh! His voice is calm, matter-of-factly. Look at all these questions to ask. Communism killed him. What about the hole in the ouch wall? Someone was checking her out.
I don't know. That's been there for years.
There's still a 28% possibility the shot came from a distance.
We should go upstairs, rethink the ballistics in situ. I agree with this. What else?
The fucking Maybells, Kim. What about the flowers?
What?
Yank it out and show the dried flower while it falls to pieces. This one, remember?
Every piece of garbage in the city is not connected to the case. You don't have to keep everything.
Disagree.
He's wrong.
No, Kim. Every piece of garbage in the city is connected to the case.
Okay.
He concedes, clearly not meaning it. Okay, Kim. An antique bullet from a Belle Malgrave, 446 millimeter. How hard can it be to find one? How hard can it be?
It's extremely easy. There are thousands lying around. We found one, all completely unusable. It's precisely how easy it is to find one that makes the bullet useless.
This is because I'm Puta Madre's peon, wasn't it?
Don't be narcissistic. Half the cops in Revachol West are his peonies. Even if you are, it is not a decisive factor in this case.
Peonies? Kim, did you say peonies?
That does make some sense.
Okay. You know what I think about solving crimes?
He arches his brow. The ceiling fan patiently spins overhead.
Solving crimes is hard.
It really is very hard.
That concussion must be making him dizzy.
You're not ready to give up, are you?
No. Are you ready to limp?
I'm ready.
Good. Where do you want to limp to?
A gust of wind blows in from the bay. The duraluminum box around you vibrates imperceptibly. A familiar cold, a red thread on the roof upstairs. Taut, plucked like a string by the gust.
Let's check Claudia's room.
Why not?
He extinguishes a cigarette on the sole of his boot.
Another look at the window, perhaps? The one he was shot through. I don't know. I can't think of anything better.
I mean, we must be close to the end. We went past the point of no return. Oosh, that leg hurts. Maybe if you don't run, it'll be okay. I just have to walk everywhere? Game. This game doesn't know that it's already 4:49. I guess I should save. Let me save real quick. Oh god, the red string. There's a literal red string. 1 to 2 hours left. A red thread made of nylon. It leads out of the room onto the roof. Still 2 hours? Alright. Well, I wanted to go until we finish, but if there's still 2 hours left, then this will not be the final episode. So let's go ahead and go to another 10 minutes so we can end on the hour, and then the next episode will actually really for real be the final episode. For real, for real. Yeah, I wanted to get through it as well, but I don't want to go another 2. I don't want to go another 2 hours. But I think that means is that the next stream will actually officially for real be the last Disco Elysium stream.
You clearly see footprints in the downy carpet of dust covering the workshop floor.
Jackpot.
No, we've already seen these. Okay, maybe I just have to talk to Kim when we're standing outside. Kim, how you doing? Okay. Oh yeah, Casey Marie design. Yeah. Yes. We're almost approaching the conclusion.
You see the same 2 neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman, only now a red thread bisects the room, pointing from the antenna outside to the cupboard on the wall.
This is ballistics. She's left a trajectory for us.
Interesting. Was it Claudia? Did Claudia leave the line? The lieutenant tests the thread with his finger. Drawn taut, it rebounds
A
instantly.
ray of backward motion explodes from his mouth to the roof outside, A prime, to then widen into a radius of locations in Martinez, B prime, B double prime, and B triple prime.
Where does the thread lead?
It suggests the bullet came from the extreme upper quadrant of possible angles, from a point beyond the roof, B triple prime, the island in the bay.
Is she trying to tell us the shot came from the islet?
Unless she thinks the perpetrator was standing on the ring antenna. That is where the thread seems to point.
There are islands on that islet, a sunken sea fort. I saw it through the coin-operated viewer.
I remember.
Oh, thanks, Kim. How did she know how to do this?
She was there that night. She would have known precisely where the bullet hole was in the glass.
Yeah, that's
She
fair.
had a long time to think about it after, standing on that roof, staring at the glass.
It also looks like there may be more to her skill set than we know. The question is, should we trust her?
I just don't know,
Indeed.
Kim.
Neither do I.
But we should go and
So
check it
it
out.
is.
For a second he seems tired.
You seem unenthusiastic, Kim. Is it because we're both beaten to shit?
I just haven't gotten a lot of sleep these past few days.
Oh, do you want to take a nap?
He doesn't really believe this will yield anything.
Maybe we need to go to the island.
The wind blows in from the open window. The lieutenant sighs, looking into the cold distance across the water. There, across the grey water, amidst crumbling concrete, a birch tree, and the half-sunken ruins of a flak tower.
Kim, let's go to the fucking island.
Okay, let's go to the fucking island.
He takes a second to gather himself, then says...
How do we get there? Joyce Messier had her sloop, but she's gone.
Yeah, no, we'll talk to Lillian, the net picker. She's tarrying her boat. Tarring her boat.
Ah, yes, of course. The village. Let's go.
Blink. Okay, I am gonna run to that store. Ooh, there's a note. Looks like she left something behind on the table.
Next to the stack of bills, you see a note, a few lines jotted down in large, uneven handwriting, just as the writer was about to rush out the door. I'm sorry, I fucked everyone over. P.S. I didn't kill him. P.P.S. Gift upstairs.
A gift.
Seems she left in a hurry. I assume the gift is the red string.
It's hardly surprising.
Yeah, that's fair. I just missed the note on the way up. All right, let's go to the convenience store and get some stuff that's going to improve how my brain functions. Oh, are we trying the expression again? That's a good idea. Let me get some brain juice first, because I have a suspicion that that's going to be difficult, and it might hurt me mentally if I do a bad job. And I'm really low on brain juice. So here's what, before we end the stream, this is what we'll do. I'm going to go and get some of that inhalant that makes my brain better, and then we'll try the expression. Oh, mix this up. I think the gift was the red string. Oh, right. Okay, we're not going to engage with this writing yet. Is this still open? Okay. I thought maybe it might be closed because everything's in lockdown. Those aren't the flowers that were left for Claudia. Good to know. Thank you.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo.
Give me some of the good stuff.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
Thank you.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
One more.
Okay, here. I hope...
Thank you. Okay. Let's go try to change our face. Let's go to the bathroom and look at our face and try to make it less terrible. A good thing to do. Go in. There you go. Oh, hey, what's up with you, dude?
Hi again, Gendarme.
Oh,
Bye-bye, gendarme.
Goodbye. I was hoping more conversation lines would open up now that I've finished my gay thought, but it said no. I mean, Curse of Men, this multi-tool is almost big enough to be like a cane. If only he were changing his grip. Look, the door's open. You can walk straight into Kim's room. It's happening. Kim? Kim, is this cool? Kim, can I go into your room? Kim, I'm gonna go into your room. Kim, I'm gonna save and then I'm gonna go into your room. I'm gonna touch all of your things. Arm is set for 6:45. Oh, Kim. Medicinal supplies in the cupboard. Mercurochrome, a scalpel, antibiotics.
These papers bear the stamp of the RCM. They appear to be fragments of the lieutenant's paperwork, half finished. You may have notes on this and other recent cases.
I had Garth open the door to your room. You were running a low bacterial fever the first night.
Hurt comfort. Thank you for keeping this thing alive a little bit longer.
It would have been easy were it not for my concussion. We both got lucky, considering the odds we faced. Let's go.
Kim, you're the best. Also, do you not have a bathroom? Are we supposed to be sharing this bathroom? All right, let's see. I don't even know what we need to do. I think this check is
Bathroom mirror
different.
has been wiped completely clean. You see the reflection of yourself in the mirror. The expression fixed to your clean-shaven face. You're still not accustomed to it.
I get a +1 to my electrochemistry check because I shaved, which is pretty funny. Okay, let me get the chain cutters. I don't know if that's going to help this check, but it doesn't look like it'll hurt it.
The bathroom mirror has been wiped completely clean. The chain cutters slip out of your hands as you attempt to twist the faucet into place.
Okay.
Well, you know one thing for sure. You've probably never been a plumber.
All right, well, that didn't go great. Let's do... Should I put points in electrochemistry or encyclopedia? It looks like my encyclopedia is higher, but I don't actually know what the skill checks for these are, so... I could do encyclopedia or electrochemistry, which is like the drugs one, right? No, I have a -1 because of some thoughts that I have. Maybe let's do... I also have a -1 for some items. Let's level up encyclopedia and see if that'll do it. You're not gonna let me... What am I wearing something that lowers my encyclopedia? Oh, my shoes. That's fine. I've got nicer shoes.
The bathroom mirror has been wiped completely clean. You see the reflection of yourself in the mirror. The expression fixed to your clean-shaven face.
Too quick to be smart,
You're still not accustomed to it.
Okay, dig deep into your mind to locate the source of the expression.
It belongs in the new, the third decade of the current century. Enough time had passed from the failure of the revolution that, for a fleeting moment, free market economy seemed like the ultimate, uncontested way of life for our species.
Okay.
Things were good. It was smooth sailing. People made gold and champagne-tinted interiors and facades to suit the times, calling this the new style. But more importantly, disco happened.
Disco happened!
For Revachol, your city, that meant only one thing. Guillaume la Million. If it doesn't rhyme, you're not pronouncing it right. Out of the dazzling swirl of disco music, in an open-air boîte de nuit, somewhere in Revachol West, Guillaume's blonde mane appeared on the screen. He sang some bullshit. Then he made the expression.
So I adopted it? Why?
Everyone loved it. Maybe you thought some of the stardust would rub off on you. Maybe it did. Either way, it's all gone now. Only the grimace remains.
Okay. How long ago was the news?
There is a vast ocean of time between right now and the expression. Looking good on you, or anyone.
Bye night coffee.
2 decades, if the calendar is to be trusted. Humanity has run aground in that time. It's a different world now. The expression is a relic.
Oh yeah, generally Jenna, 100%. I don't know if it's true in this universe, but in our universe, disco was not made by capitalism. Anything else? Like, who am I? Why did I become a cop? Why did I drink myself into oblivion?
You have some understanding of the near history of disco, plus the trivia you've picked up along the way. Episodic memory, however, remains in the dark. It may never return. You should prepare yourself for that.
All right, I guess that's it then?
It doesn't have to be.
Huh?
You can swoon over Guillaume and his champagne-corked smile whenever you want to. Maybe some of the stardust will return.
Oh boy, well, I got a +2 from knowing the origin and a +1 to shaving, but this is still an impossible check unless I get a double 6s. I don't think I have any more points. Yeah. Oh, I'm very close to getting more skill points though. So that's something. Oh, and I unlocked a new thought. Guillaume le Million. I could save and then try. Where does this check again? Is electrochemistry? I think I have something that's going to increase my electrochemistry. I think I've got some cool pants that'll do it or something. I've got to have some. I'm pretty sure. I actually think the net shirt. Oh, just gives me drama. I thought something gave me better electrochemistry. I thought I had like some cool pants. Oh, some cool glasses. Oh yeah. I will wear pants. I'm only wearing these pants because I'm in the bathroom and this is a private moment. Once I'm back in the public, these pants are coming right off. Good. These jeans also give it to me, but I don't want to overlap. Ugh, this horrible robe. Oh boy. Why do I have so many clothing that makes me better at drugs? Okay.
The bathroom mirror has been wiped completely clean. You see the reflection of yourself in the mirror, the expression fixed to your clean-shaven face. You're still not accustomed to it.
Oh, I should save before doing this? Okay. It's gonna be a rough check either way. I don't know if there's anything that's gonna... I don't know if there's any... I don't know if this is the time.
Completely clean. You see the reflection of your... It's like something snaps in you. A nerve ending. A thought. A sadness. Your face in the mirror is suddenly clean of the layer that had distorted it for God knows how long.
Finally, we did it, gang. We did it. That was pure luck.
Just like that, it's over.
Oh,
the
no.
running gag that your life had become. A sad old man looks back at you.
I mean, it did fix his face, but look at his face now. I don't know. I don't feel better about this. He does. Oh. I don't. Everything we do just makes everything worse. That feels like that's the story of this game. Everything we do makes everything worse. Oh, look at his sad face. I wonder if I can talk to Kim about this.
Yes?
Okay, no, there's no new options. Well, let me get these pants off. So constricting. There we go. Phew, all right. I'm kind of disappointed that Kim doesn't have anything to say about my look such as it exists now. But that's fine. Okay. That's as far as we're going to go. As I understand it from comments in the chat, the next episode will be the last one because we only have 1 to 2 more hours left of content. So we'll just polish that off. Not next Saturday. I get my second shot Friday. So I cleared off my Saturday to be exhausted and to sleep and to suffer whatever consequences from getting the jab I get. So next Saturday I will not be streaming. That's just not going to happen. I would hate to do the last episode this at a different time or day. That just feels it feels like if you've stuck it out through this and this is a good time for you, I want you all to be able to sit and see it. So not this Saturday, the Saturday after 2:00, we were going to do this thing. We're going to finish it. We're going to find the killer for real this time. Okay. Otherwise, have a good rest of your weekend. And I'll see you all. I'll still be around for Wednesday Blender stream. So I'll see you guys Wednesday. And then that'll be, drinking electrolytes. That is good content. Thank you, Punch Frog. I will do that. Hopefully all y'all are on track to getting your vaccines as well. Otherwise, have a good weekend and stay safe, and I'll see you all later. Goodbye. Goodbye.